It's time. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Pain and Gain Pickems Season 4. Episode 1, Week 1 of the 2018 NFL season. And our season predictions.
Wait for it.
I swear to God, you better not say it. But yeah,
Keep going.
anyway, folks, thank you all for watching and tuning in tonight. It is going to be a great
Toilet paper!
Like I was saying, it's going to be a great season. I am so excited. If you guys checked out my Guarantee to Lose video beforehand, thank you. And now this is the follow-up to it.
Wait for it.
Also,
Just right!
Fucking Lord. It's not just right. That's not true.
Yes! That's not true.
No, it's definitely not true. But anyways, thank you all for joining us tonight. I am very excited for the predictions. NFL, the best time of the year, the fall. Before I go into the main predictions, I do have a couple announcement updates. My 400 subscriber video is coming very soon. The topic will be something that is going to be very surprising.
Golf.
Next up, there's 2 prediction videos coming in the next few weeks. I'll probably be doing them sometime on the weekend. If you guys want to join me, let me know. They are the NHL
collection.
Oh my God, would you shut the fuck? No, it's not that.
MMA porn collection? What?
No.
I'm going to show off my butt plug connection. I was on Florida or no?
The butt plug collection.
It's a spiral and another one. I don't have any of those, so fuck off.
A spiral?
Shit,
man.
God.
Yes, my name is Lassie Moses. I like him curved slightly.
Give me a break. But anyway, we also be doing 2 prediction videos. If you want to join me, let me know. There's the NHL predictions video, probably sometime in the next few weeks, and the NBA predictions in October. So those will both be very exciting. Right before the preseason for NHL, and then NBA is right before the preseason NBA. I'll be doing predictions for those. With that being said, because actually the next year will actually be interesting, unlike the last 4 fucking years with Golden State Cleveland. Anyway, talk about football time. Let's go into the season predictions. Everyone introduce yourselves before we go into them.
All right, I guess I'll go first. YouTube, what's good? Stay Puzzle here, back in with another video on the LC Muscles channel. And if you don't know me, I'm a huge fan of the Miami Dolphins. Fins up all the way. And yeah, really glad that this thing is back on the road, doing this thing again. Football season right here. I can taste it. And yeah, it's going to be a good season. Get right down to it. We can't do it. Next.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Luke Newcomb, and I am a bona fide Baltimore Ravens fanboy. Damn right. And I also have my channel known as Luke Newcomb Movie Reviews, where I review movies both good and bad, and the worst offenders. Most notably, the Zack Snyder movies, or anything of the above. But yeah, I'm happy to be here once again. This is probably my 3rd time that I've probably visited, the season predictions. But yeah, I feel absolutely confident this year, and I hope this is the year of redemption for a specific team in mind. So, next up.
Tommy Morrow.
Greetings, on YouTube. Thank you for all for watching the Week 1 NFL Pickems, including Alexander. And then you got, hey, bitch, I'm Luke Newcomb. Gonna pull the shit out of your ass. Yeah, baby. And then you got, hello, everybody. My name is Elsa Moses for the 400 subscriber. You won't believe how much of a plug connection I have. I even have one. That's the Infinity Gauntlet. I love to fist it. You know why I like it? It's just like the Steelers. It's gold.
No.
Let's talk about Steelers.
Wait, we'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
And I am a fan of the Green Bay Packers. Yes, sir, from the frozen tundra. And hey, Minnesota Vikings. It's funny that you're wearing Viking horns. Pop quiz. They never wore those. History, at least with the Green Bay Packers, based off of the loaning company, that is for real. Unlike your fucking horns, which looks like sperms. As I was. The only thing I'm worried about is the Chicago Bears because they signed a new player.
Ooh, Khalil Mack.
And
He's
I'm
a
just like,
beast.
A beast is an understatement. I'm just like, oh shit, he's about to.
Aaron Rodgers, watch you back.
He probably could lift all three of us at the same time for a bench. More than likely.
No, he can lift Romy for sure.
He's big, dude. He takes shits bigger than me. Yeah, he would eat my spine as an appetizer, like on ribs.
I got him. I got the defense.
No, actually, he wouldn't like it because I'm gluten free.
For God's sake.
I haven't forgot about that, you motherfucker. Luke Nukeman and I would never forgot about them fucking pretzels.
Oh yeah, I actually got them recently, but they were actually not gluten free. They were honey wheat pretzels, actually. So they're pretty good.
Wheat pretzels.
Honey wheat. They're actually pretty good. No, not wheat.
I like wheat thins, man. They're good.
Good.
But anyway, guys, you guys ready to do season predictions?
Yeah.
Get it down.
So, who wants to go first?
Well, you know they say save the best. You know what they say save the best for last. How about we let the ladies go first? Luke.
Okay, Lucas, go right ahead.
Fucking, I'm not a lady. Ladies don't go teeth. Fucking asshole. Anyway, let's go with my
at the county fair. They do. Just saying.
But that's that's definitely different.
Hey, by the way, folks, half of the Steelers team are going to make it to the Pro Bowl, and they're going to go all the way.
Wait for it.
I'm going over the NFC.
You say it every fucking year.
And they failed every time.
Check.
NFC North. Let's go over the NFC North first.
All right.
And this is, I did my predictions after the Bears signed Khalil Mack. So, with that being
who are
said,
the Packers facing first? Wonderful.
Yep, on Sunday Night Football. We'll go into that in a little bit. But anyway, starting off, I have the fourth place team in the NFC North, the Detroit Lions.
No.
Yeah, the Detroit Lions. I was going to put the Bears, but they signed Khalil Mack. But the Lions are in for a long season. Their defense is mediocre. They don't really have a running game except for LeGarrette Blount. Matt Stafford's all right, but their receivers aren't really that decent. So Detroit Lions 6-10. Really don't see them doing much. Next up is the. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna hate me for this, Jerome. Third place, the Green Bay Packers.
It doesn't surprise me, actually.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to be pissed at me. But anyway,
what?
Here's my thing. Here's
unlike you, at least I'm objective.
And
I'll get into
you like my nuts and slaps your ball? You like my nuts and slaps your ball?
I'll get to mine in a little bit, but we're doing the NFC first. But the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. If Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, this team's done for. They're not much more a 5-win team without Aaron Rodgers. With Aaron Rodgers, they do have a good thing. Biggest question is their defense, though.
Their defense has always been shit.
But in the past few years, they had a good defense in 2010. And I think when was the other year they had a really good defense? I think it was 96 was their best defense I've probably seen them.
Well, yeah, that was when they won. Yeah, they had the minister of defense, goddammit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Packers do have a good front four with Muhammad Wilkerson and the rest of their D line, but the rest of their defense is in question though. They can put pressure with their defensive line, but the rest of the linebackers and everyone has to play their part. The Packers are going to be tough to play, but they'll be good. They'll be decent, but probably 500 though at 8-8. That's probably where I see them, just because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play the whole season. I really think he's probably going to miss a few games.
500 grams. That's how each one of my ass cheeks weigh.
Then second place, the Chicago Bears. Their defense has sustainably improved. Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack, who we just talked about. They also have their offense getting a little bit better with Mitch Trubisky having another year under his belt, Kevin White, and many others in this offensive team. Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen, very good backfield. They have a very underrated backfield, so you can't go wrong with that backfield. Two star running backs, you really can't go wrong with that. So 9-7, I think they're going to do well. And number one, the record of 12-4, the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
my thing.
God damn.
I'm sorry, but I think they'll regress a little bit this year, but they're still one of the top teams. One of the best defenses in the entire NFL, top 5 defense in the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings have Harrison Smith, and many others having one of the best safeties in the defensive backfields in the league. Their offense is going to be better with Kirk Cousins as a healthy addition, along with Dalvin Cook. If you could go 13-3 to Case Keenum, you're definitely going to do well with Kirk Cousins. He's definitely an upgrade. So that's why I think the Vikings will go 12-4. I think
like always, they're going to miss a field goal in the postseason.
Yep.
Well, no. Last year they didn't.
Back in the day.
Last year they didn't. I don't think they did miss a field goal last year in the divisional round.
Blair Walsh, 2016.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I will say 2016. But last year they didn't. Last year they did not blow it. Now let's go into the South. Probably an interesting one, but this is going to be one where it's probably the hardest division to pick.
Shout for my butt cheeks, hang.
But anyways, the worst team in the league, worst team in the NFC, probably other than one other team, my second worst team in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Jameis Winston, they're terrible. Without him, they're even worse. I cannot wait till Dirk Carter gets fired. He is such a garbage head coach, the worst head coach in the league. Yes, I will say he's even worse than Marvin Lewis, but we'll get to that a little bit. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think, are just terrible. Like, Dirk Carter just now has a very good offensive system. They have pieces on defense. They have some pieces and they have some talent. And Mike Evans is a very good receiver, but that's about it. They really don't have much else. Their running back core is very half-assed running back core, Peyton Barber and the other guy. But, yeah, really don't see them doing much better than 3-13, realistically. Now, the top three teams could go in any order. But this is my order. Third place, the Carolina Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to be very strong this year, but they do have issues where they do need address. So probably the worst thing they probably have is their defensive backfield. Linebacking core is one of the best in the league, and they have a very good defense. They have a very good defensive line. Cam Newton, you can never go wrong. Cam Newton. Oh, Cam.
Oh, Cam.
My biggest question and concern for the Panthers is, how is DJ Moore going to be handling this season? Because DJ Moore, if you don't know, is their rookie wide receiver. And he's mainly they really have not found a good piece to replace Kelvin Benjamin yet. So we'll see how DJ Moore does. I know Christian McCaffrey is very good at running back too. So I think they'll be 10-6 though. But they're going to fall just shy of one other team. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Next up is my second place team, New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints are going to finish second because first and second I have them tying, but because of the division record, I think one will be ahead of the other. But anyway, I think the Saints are a very good team. They're definitely going to be much better.
Yes.
Well, I think it froze.
I was frozen today. Hey, looky boo.
I think connection broke.
Oh shit! Hey, Alex. Yeah, I think it did. Well, you know what? I just realized something. The show just got better.
Oh, really? Now that's the case. Let's talk about our predictions.
Moving right along. Now that amateur hour is over.
Let's just
amateur hour.
Look at that face.
There you go. Sorry,
my
internet took a shit. Sorry.
Yep, just like I do 6 times a day.
No, I do not do it 6 times a day.
Okay, I'm sorry, 7.
But where'd you guys hear me out at?
Something about New Orleans Saints. Something that you need to go see a Saint.
Fuck you. Not gonna happen. But anyway, the Saints do have a very good offensive backfield with Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara. They have Michael Thomas, is one of the top tier receivers in the league. And their defense is getting put with Marshawn Lattimore helping the defensive backfield. My biggest problem with them is, how is their linebacking core going to do, and how is Marcus Davenport going to do? Because Marcus Davenport, they traded up 14 spots to get him. Is he going to pan out? We don't know yet, but we'll see.
14 spots?
They were the 27th overall pick, and they moved to the 13th.
Hey,
Lucas went to black.
Lucas, now are you like one of those people in the witness protection program? Like, I don't know what happened.
I have no idea what's going on. My internet's just completely going
I'm just
in and
singing
out.
Metallica for no reason. Don't worry about it.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my internet. My internet's just having a real bad issue right now.
Do you have
I tried
Comcast? That's probably why.
No, I tried one connection, but this is my second one. We
I have Comcast.
Well, now let me get back into the Saints last.
What the hell was that? Okay.
It's on my echo because I have headphones in.
All right.
Oh.
Anyway,
what happened there?
New Orleans Saints.
And that's pretty much my main concern is how's their defense going to do and how's Marcus Davenport going to do. So we'll see how they do, though. But I think they're going to be 11-5. And tie in first place with also record 11-5, the Atlanta Falcons. I know Alex likes that pick.
I do too. And by the way, yeah, the Atlanta Falcons are an overrated team. How well did they do that year?
Which one, last year?
You know what I'm talking about. It was the year before that, you remember?
Fuck yeah, I forgot.
Okay, one word. Overrated. No.
They've come to prove they've come to show themselves a little bit better. Now, the Atlanta Falcons do have a very good offensive trio with Ryan, Julio Jones, and Devontae Freeman. They also picked up Calvin Ridley, along with having the other running back as well, Tevin Coleman. Their defense is getting better as well with another safety, Keanu O'Neal, doing very well. Their defense is going to be pretty good, and the Falcons, I think, have a very good chance of hosting the first Super Bowl. So, what will happen? We'll see.
Oh, yeah, there's never been a team that has ever hosted their own. Shit.
Minnesota was close last year, but they fell to the Eagles. They're one game away.
I love that soundtrack.
Next up is the NFC. Speaking of Eagles, let's talk about the NFC East.
JVD, you listening?
He's definitely going to be listening. So, with that being said,
he's probably still home from the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, it probably is. There's a lot of people who are doing that. But anyway, fourth place, I have the Washington Redskins. Redskins didn't really do much to improve this offseason. They got rid of Kirk Cousins, and who they had? Alex Smith. Definitely a downgrade, that's for sure. Because Alex Smith is definitely not what he used to be. So, Alex Smith, I wouldn't consider a bust, but he's not very good. Not very fine for a number one pick. But the Redskins lost their top running back for the season in Darius Skice, but they added Adrian Peterson. Is he going to do well? I don't know. We'll see. Because he is on his last leg since he's really old. Their defense has some good key pieces, including Josh Norman. They have a decent offensive line. But with that being said, I really just don't think that the Redskins are doing very well. I have them at 5-11. Next up is my third place team, the New York Giants. The New York Giants, I think, will do pretty well, but the New York Giants, it's going to be interesting to say at least how they'll do. Saquon Barkley is the key piece to look at here. Even though the Giants have a very bad offensive line, Saquon Barkley is going to be a stud. He's definitely a generational talent. When is Tommy Wiseau going to join the NFL? I would love to see that. That'd be amazing.
Oh, hi, football.
Exactly. I would love for him to be a head coach in the NFL. That'd be amazing.
Like his touchdown dance is him throwing a water bottle on the ground. And
Yes. Yes. I don't think Tommy can play football.
Or
he can
it's
coach.
either that or he goes cheap, 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 cheap.
that would be
quarterback. He's more of a coach, but anyway.
Oh my god.
With Tommy Wiseau would be great as a head coach. I don't see him as a player, but I see him as a head coach because he's too old to be a player. But anyways, the New York Giants are definitely going to be a good team, but they are going to definitely do a lot better than last year. But Eli Manning is on his last legs. And their defense has some star pieces. You do have Odell Beckham Jr. and Evan Ingram at the offense. They'll be 7-9, but not much better.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. The Giants could go under. I believe in Eli.
Sorry, Joe, that's not happening.
No. They beat the Patriots twice.
Believe in the book of Eli.
The book of Eli. Anyway, next up is Tiny Tim's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them?
Ooh.
I know Tiny Tim's like, oh man, Dallas Cowboy.
I'll tell you this. Let's say the Cowboys do really, really bad. That still won't measure the amount of boos Roman Reigns got.
Yeah.
At 32.
I will agree with that.
And
But anyway, the Cowboys
will keep on saying that, hey, they have a chance at the playoffs.
I don't think they have a chance in the playoffs this year. I think their offense is decent, but not great. They lost Des Bryant, lost Jason Witten. Their defense is slightly decent, but really not much to say about them. They got their number 1 pick is Liger Van Esch from Boise State as a linebacker. We'll see how he does, but the Cowboys are going to have to be a run-heavy team. That's mainly what they're built for now because they don't have Jason Witten. They have Ezekiel Elliott still, but I think they're going to go 8-8, and that's about it. And the division winner, fly, Eagles, fly. The Philadelphia Eagles win the division once again. Here's my bold prediction. I think Nick Foles starts the first 4 games, and I think Carson Wentz takes over. That's what I realistically think because Carson Wentz is still healing an injury. Nick Foles is going to do decent, but, the Eagles are going to take a slight step back, but they'll still be a contender in the NFC. They're going to win their division because their division is definitely going to be interesting to say the least, but I think the Eagles are definitely going to win their division at 11-5. Why do people act like it's a crime to like the Raiders and 49ers? The Raiders, not the biggest fan of them.
Are known to kill people.
True. I know, Los Angeles and San Francisco area, they do have a big rivalry, especially in baseball, where one guy got paralyzed at a hospital. That was something.
When is Vegas getting their team?
Next year. This is Oakland's last year in Oakland.
Man,
I cannot wait because Oakland, I would never visit there. I'm sorry. I would never visit there.
You're never going to cross that bridge.
No. Yeah, I'll agree. Next up is the NFC West. And now we're going to go into the team that I think is going to be the worst team in the league and home to the number 1 overall pick. The Cardinals, baby.
Yeah. It's the Cardinals, babe.
I really don't see much optimism in this team. They're going to compete, but they're going to lose a lot of games, mainly because their defense lost a lot of key pieces. They lost Tyrann Mathieu. Their defense really doesn't have that much of it. They have some pieces in offense, though. You got Sam Bradford, David Johnson. You also have Larry Fitzgerald. Hopefully, I hope he gets traded because Larry, dude, as much as I love Larry Fitzgerald, dude, it sucks he could probably never get a ring.
He almost did that 1 year.
Yeah,
Shit.
he almost did, but I think he should be traded to a contender, which I hope the fucking guy's not the Patriots.
I still think that's the greatest Super Bowl of all time.
Same. I don't think anything's top.
Gee, I wonder why, Lucas.
It's also a great team, too.
Huh?
But anyway, Cardinals, not really much to look forward to. I think Josh Rosen, the rookie quarterback, will take over probably by week 10. 2-14 is the best I see this team at. 2-14 is the realistically best team. Now it's a team that's in rebuilding mode, but they think they know they're in rebuilding mode, but they don't want to say it. The Seattle Seahawks. Seattle, your dynasty's over. I'm sorry. Your dynasty's over. The Legion of Boom is gone. Just stop. You won your Super Bowl.
Oh, excuse me. The Seattle Seahawks.
The Seahawks. Their Legion of Boom's gone. Their reign of terror is over. They're going to be below average this year. 7-9. Not much.
I'm still waiting for. Okay, what's the cornerback's name?
Russell Wilson.
No. The other one.
Richard Sherman.
I'm still waiting for him to cut like a fucking wrestling promo.
He will when when San Francisco destroys Seattle. They're going to.
Was it Crabtree when he was giving him shit? When I saw this, when he was getting interviewed by Aaron Andrews, I think that's her name.
Yeah,
this is what I said. And I was like, dude, someone should put Mean Gene Okerlund and make a video on that. And someone did.
Yes, one of the best YouTube channels out there.
Like,
Fedstonium, the Pittsburgh-based media channel, did it, and that was great. I love that.
Aaron Andrews, you are fine as fuck.
You know who I saw this morning at the gym? I was working out. And I'm like, God, I missed her. No, Megan Kelly.
Wait, Megan. I told you she's fucking hot, dude.
No, dude, I think she's lost weight or she did something to her. I don't know what happened, but when she moved over to NBC Today, she got hotter.
That's interesting because normally Fox News has the hot ladies. I should know. And no, this ain't gonna be no political bullshit, mind you. I'm just talking about, dude. Saying that Fox News has hot ladies is saying like Lucas has a nice gluteus maximus.
Two completely different things.
No, I'm just saying they're both correct.
True. Anyways, let's move on to the next pick.
We're talking about
my second team. This will be my second wild card team. The team I'll make it in, the San Francisco 49ers.
This is interesting.
Because I think Jimmy G is going to be great in the 49ers.
I don't know why. Shit. What's one of the brothers? I'm bad with name, folks.
Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh is on there.
Well, why? Dude, he's so good.
He is, but the front office hated him, I think. The front office gave him shit because of how he treated players.
Even with that fucking clown as their quarterback, they still made it.
Exactly.
What the fuck, dude?
Almost 3 times.
Almost 3 times, which is insane.
One of which they made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I don't know why they did that. That's just
because the 49ers were stupid, but now they're actually decent. My biggest concern for them, though, this is my biggest concern. How is their offense going to perform? Because their wide receivers are decent, but they lost their starting running back to an ACL injury, Jarrett McKinnon.
They're going to get fucking crushed by Minnesota, dude.
But this is why they're a wild card team, because I think between the 49ers and Panthers, it's so close. But any other teams could replace each other. But anyway, I think San Francisco is just a little bit better because of the backup running back that's taking over. My boy, Alfred Morris from FAU. Yes, he's probably going to start, which is awesome. I'm so happy he's going to get another role, the chance to start, because he got fucked over by the West.
Oh, my God.
What the fuck, Alex? Ow.
God damn it, Alex, you fucking... Oh, you goddamn... You fucking troll. That...
Give a hoot, don't pollute.
Now that's how you do a jump scare horror movies.
Yeah, no shit. Or The Gift.
But anyway, for 49ers, 10-6, I have them. Just slightly being out the Panthers in the wild card race. And then my number 1 overall seed, the best team, I think, in the NFL right now, the best team in the NFL, the Los Angeles Rams.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, sorry.
No, the top to bottom, this is the best roster in the entire NFL. I am saying that right now.
Really?
I'm saying that they have. Let me just go over some of the names.
What was the last time they made the Super Bowl besides when they had Jerry Rice on? Not Jerry Rice.
Kurt Warner?
No, Kurt Warner wasn't on there.
Oh, Kurt Warner was on the Rams team.
Ram back in the 2000s.
No, I'm talking about. Oh, fuck it. Go ahead.
But anyway,
Alex still got me with that fucking heart attack. Oh, God.
But yeah, that was Mr. Do, by the way. But anyway, I think the Carolina Panthers are just. I mean, the Rams. Yeah, you can't really beat them. This team has the best defense, one of the best offenses in the league. Jared Goff is the only thing I think is a little weak because he's still young, but you have the second best running back in the game. You have one of the top. You have some great receivers. You have a good all line, and you have a great defense. How can you beat this team?
They're fantastic.
Of course they are. They are fantastic. They're phenomenal. Everything.
Thank you.
They're phenomenal.
Dude, I just am so ready to see this team do so well. And I think they're going to be the best team overall. 13-3. Nothing beats that.
Okay. Luke Nukem.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah. No, you're about to say something. You're just like,
yeah, that's...
Either that, you're coughing up a hairball. I don't know what the fuck.
No. I was looking at porn photos, but never mind.
Well, share the wealth, goddammit.
Now it's time for my AFC predictions.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting off in the AFC West, just like I started off the very bottom of the AFC West. In the NFC West, I'll start off the AFC West. Starting off my first team for the AFC West, number 4 overall, the Denver Broncos at 6-10. Why? I don't think they're much better than they were last year. They do have a very good piece in defense with Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, both being at the top of their game. But I just don't think this team is quite there yet. Their running back situation is mediocre. Their offense is it's meh at best. Case Keenum is definitely an upgrade over Trevor Siemian, but their wide receivers aren't that good either. So 6-10 for the Denver Broncos. Second place, I have the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's interesting.
Because here's my biggest thing, though. You have Pat Mahomes, who's making his first real season. This is his first real season because he only had one start last year, and that was in Week 17. So I really don't count that for a start. I think this is going to be his real test. I think the Chiefs are decent. They have good defensive pieces, but they're not much better than they were last year. I think they're a little bit worse, but 7-9, I really think the Chiefs are going to be. They do have some pieces, but losing Marcus Peters kind of hurts.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Next up, third place at 8-8, the Oakland Raiders. I think Oakland Raiders will still do good, but what were you going to say, Tony?
That's almost a perfect 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7, 70%.
It's never
70%.
It's never not funny. I'm sorry. It just never is.
But anyway, the Oakland Raiders, they did lose Khalil Mack, but they still have some good offensive pieces, including I forgot Martavis Bryant's gone, but they do have Derek Carr, Amari Cooper. They do have a decent defense. They have Marshawn Lynch still is probably going to play his last year. I think this would be his last year in the NFL, thank God. But, him with his freaking Skittles.
Yes.
But yeah, Oakland Raiders 8-8, really not much more than that. And then finally, my division winner at 11-5, the Los Angeles Chargers. Go Chargers, go!
Man, it's just like it's nothing like it used to be anymore. It's like when you say Los Angeles Chargers, I was like, wait, I thought it was the San Diego. Oh,
I thought it was I would wish they were in San Diego too.
No. You said it wrong. It's the Los Angeles Superchargers.
The Superchargers. Oh, look good! I gotta change his shirt.
Wearing proper attire.
But anyways, continuing on, let's go ahead and go over the other things with the Los Angeles Chargers. Their offense is definitely a little bit more improved. Mike Williams, we'll see how he does this season, being his first real season. Melvin Gordon's definitely a very good running back. Phillip Rivers in his last leg, realistically, Phillip Rivers' last leg, so we'll see if he can get another run in. But I think the strength of this team is on its defense. Joey Bosa is one of the best defense ends in the entire league, and they have a decent secondary. Their weakness is probably in their linebacker core, but they do have a very good team overall. 11-5, go Chargers, go.
God damn, that doesn't sound like a promising division.
No, the AFC West, I think, is the weakest division. But now we go to a weaker division. I actually think one's a little bit worse, and that's the AFC East. I'm sorry, Alex. AFC East is going to be tough to watch this year. You know what? I'm rather just get this out of the way. The New England Patriots go into the division because that's unfortunately going to happen. I know. I hate to say it, but I think Tom Brady's on his last legs, and I really do hate that the Patriots are going to continue in the AFC East as long as Tom Brady's there.
Same old shit. I wonder if WWE sponsors them.
I know Vince McMahon is probably good friends with Robert Kraft. They're both billionaire owners. They're both billionaire owners. But yeah, starting off with, let's just go over the first place team, New England Patriots. I don't have them finishing as good as they were though. I only have them finishing 10-6.
I was guessing 11-5.
I think they're going to struggle this season. Why? They got the NFC North, and they have some very good, tough road games. They got to play at Jacksonville, at Pittsburgh. They got to play. They do have to play home against the Vikings and the Packers, which is going to be tough. Playing at Chicago, which is going to be pretty tough now because I know Chicago, with their upgraded defense, is going to be a lot better. So it's going to be interesting to lose, but I think the Patriots are going to be 10-6. They did lose some good pieces. They did lose their top pick, which is Isaac Wynn, who was the guard. They lost him for the season. But we'll see how their deep offense goes. They really don't have much left. They have Gronk, who's injured a lot, but he still can do something, but still not really much. Not really looking for the Patriots season. I don't think they'll be as good as the teams above them, but they're still going to win the division, unfortunately. Then in second place, Alex, Alex is the Miami Dolphins.
What?
Second place, the Miami Dolphins.
What in second place?
Second place, the Miami Dolphins. At 7-9, unfortunately. But
Are you trying to kill me?
No.
Sorry, I'm
No,
doing two
Alex.
things at once.
Mr. Dew.
I'm doing two things at once. I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Dew. But anyways,
Let me know when it's my turn, okay?
All right, I'll let you know. But anyways, the Miami Dolphins, though, are going to be pretty good. But we'll see how they are. They did lose some pieces. They lost Ndamukong Suh. Their defense isn't as great, but, they did lose Jay last offseason. We'll see how Kenyon Drake does in the offensive starting role. They lost Jarvis Landry. That's really going to hurt the receiving thing. They did get Danny Amendola, though. So we'll see how he does his last legs in Miami. They have Frank Gore. You never know with this team. It could be something, but it also can't be something. So 7-9, I realistically think they are. The biggest drop, I think, are probably the Buffalo Bills.
Up, Bills.
The Buffalo Bills, I think, are going to take a humongous drop. They were a playoff team last year, but losing not only A.J. McCarron, but Tyrod Taylor, it's going to be tough for them to realistically compete. But I just think this team still could do something, but they're just going to be tough this year. They have some pieces on defense. I know that a lot of their players are injured, but the Bills, 6-10, really don't see much else from that. And then finally, 5th place, New York Jets. Sam Darnold's going to do interesting, but I don't think he's still going to be the great quarterback as of yet. I think they're going to wait till another year to get better, but because I'll actually try and go to the Jets and Steelers game next year. But the Jets, though, do have a lot of tough times with their offense. They do have some pieces. Their defense is getting a little bit better. Their offense has definitely improved with Sam Darnold there. But with that being said, 5-11, really don't see much else from them. Now, let's get into the AFC South. We're almost done here. Almost done my season predictions for the regular season. So we'll do postseason after everyone does the regular season predictions. Okay. So with that being said, AFC South, probably my toughest competition for the division. Starting off, we have the last place team, the Indianapolis Colts. Not really going to change much from there. Having Andrew Luck back is good, but having one of the worst offensive lines in the entire league is not going to help. They have some pieces on offense too, but their defense is also one of the worst in the league. Andrew Luck can only do so much, and he's going to get killed in some way. I really think he needs to get out of Indianapolis ASAP. I only have the Colts finishing 4-12. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I have 3 teams in the AFC South making the playoffs. Starting off with my first one, the Tennessee Titans. I think the Titans are going to do really, really well this season. Okay. But I think the Titans are probably going to stay where they were last season at 9-7. They do have some very good running game. They do have a very good running game. They did lose DeMarco Murray, so Derrick Henry's going to start back. They do have some good offensive pieces. Corey Davis is going to really show out this year. I guess this is his second year being from last year being the 5th overall pick. So we'll see how they do. Probably 9-7. Really don't see much more than that. Then in second place, this is a big if. But if this team is healthy, I see the Houston Texans being the second place team. Okay. Deshaun Watson is a stud. I love him. Dude, he's a freaking stud. I love Deshaun Watson. J.J. Watt's great. They have DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller. They have Lamar Miller on offense. Defense are definitely good, too. They did get Tyrann Mathieu on defense, so that's definitely going to help. With them healthy, I see this being a 10-6 team. And then finally, my first place team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to do what they can to repeat as division champions. They will fall off a little. They will improve a little bit over last year, but they're still going to be a good team. Their defense is one of the best in the league with many key pieces, including Jalen Ramsey, Dante Fowler, and many, many more. Their offense is their biggest concern, especially with Blake Bortles. Can he be consistent all season? We'll see. Having Leonard Fournette in the backfield is going to be good because he is a stud. But with that being said, Jacksonville 11-5. Now, the AFC North. Ooh. Oh, goodness gracious.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Start off with, this is actually interesting. My bold prediction of the year. the team that will finish last in the AFC North, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
The Cincinnati Bengals will be the worst team in the AFC North. Why? They have a very weak offensive line, even though it's slightly improved. Andy Dalton's line is last legs. AJ Green, they have Giovanni Bernard, but they still do not have a very good defense. Their defense, they lost Pac-Man Jones. Vontaze Burfict's still a criminal. They should not be in the NFL. But yeah, the Bengals, they're going to be, but they're going to be bad. I only have the Cincinnati Bengals going 3-13. My second place team, the Cleveland Browns. I have to be realistic here. The Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
The Cleveland Browns are definitely going to be a very, very decent team. So we'll see how they do overall, but I think that the Cleveland Browns will be much more improved. They got Baker Mayfield, Tyrod Taylor, Carlos Hyde, Nick Chubb, and many, many others. Oh, goodness gracious, there are lots of good things in. There's lots of good things to say about the AFC Cleveland Browns. Much better than last year. They were in Hard Knocks, which I actually did watch a couple of Hard Knocks episodes. Much better than they were last year, and I definitely was an interesting year for Hard Knocks. Having Jarvis Landry is also a big improvement. Josh Gordon for a full season, that's going to be a humongous improvement, and their defense is getting better and better each year. So give me the Cleveland Browns at 6-10. Now, Luke Newcomb, I have to go second place. The Baltimore Ravens.
Caca.
Yes,
Shocker.
The Baltimore Ravens. Fucking fuck off, Alex. Anyways, the Baltimore Ravens, I think, will still be really good, but they still have some pieces and some questions around them. How will Joe Flacco do? Will Joe Flacco be benched? I think he will be.
No.
I think that Lamar Jackson will have his time in the spotlight because I think the Ravens will do something. I think the Ravens mainly are going to start off slow, but then when Lamar Jackson comes in, they're going to turn around the second half. That's why I think Rose 6 is going to happen.
Tim Tebow 2.0.
No, he's not Tim Tebow. Lamar Jackson has talent. He can throw the football really well.
I don't think Joe Flacco's going to be.
He's throwing almost half percentage of his passes. Need I say more?
But still, I think Lamar Jackson, give him time, he's going to do something. But anyways, Baltimore Ravens, I think you guys will be decent, but not enough to take over the number 1 overall seed in the AFC, which is...
Now let's talk about the Steelers for a moment.
This is the Steelers.
Again, shocker.
Would you be quiet? Okay,
What a
CBS many sources predicted that the Steelers will win the AFC. It's pretty much one of the unanimous division favorites. That is for sure. The Steelers have a very good team overall. They do have some questions, though. Is Le'Veon Bell going to play the whole season? That's the biggest one. Because Le'Veon Bell, if he could play the whole season, he'll be good. If he can actually give some effort, maybe that'd be actually be nice. But they still have one of the top offensive lines in the league, one of the best passing offenses in the league. Their defense is continuing to get better. My biggest question for them is their secondary still. I know you tried to do everything you could to improve your secondary, but there's still questions. Especially, how are you going to cover good receivers like Rob Gronkowski, Josh Gordon, and many other tall receivers in the league? Good thing we don't have to play Kelvin Benjamin this year, but the Steelers, I think, will be 13-3. Number 1 seed of the AFC, mainly because of the schedule. I think that the schedule really favors them this year. Having the tied for 8th easiest schedule in the league, that always helps. So that being said, Steelers 13-3. Now let's go on to your regular season predictions.
I wish I 16 and all, but I want to be too overly confident.
Oh my gosh, you shut the fuck up. I'm not going to go 16 and out. That's not going to happen. I already know that's not going to happen. I already know
It's happened to 2 teams. Well, 14 and 0, but it's happened to 2 teams.
The fucking Patriots. Don't remind me.
And
They're gone, friends.
there you go, attaboy.
Tubby Mora. Luke, you want to go? Who wants to go next for the season predictions? Luke or Alex?
What is Alex doing?
Abadu.
Yeah, what's up?
You want to do your predictions, season predictions first, or you want
sure.
Luke Newcomb to go?
Hold on 1 second, all right?
All right, Mr. Abadu.
Abadu.
I'm just waiting until it's my turn.
Ready Player One, nice. Good
By
book.
arguably the best film of the year, by the way.
Yeah, it is the best film.
Mm-hmm. That or Infinity War. Shut the fuck up, Lucas.
One thing I thought was I have to send you a video. It's actually pretty fucking funny. Hold on.
Not look. I said Lucas, mind you. Or Looky Boo.
Oh,
I like Infinity War.
I do too.
Oh, I think it's. Come on.
Actually, Luke, you can go first.
It's better than Hereditary.
Oh God, yeah, of course.
You can go first.
It's garbage.
Oh, it's my turn?
You can go.
All right.
This is Luca.
Now, it is my turn to talk on this show. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, goodness.
Talk.
The NFC East.
Oh, sorry.
What was that, Alex?
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Nope. Continue.
Papa do.
All right, so first off, let's go in the same exact order that Luke's went in. NFC North, what I have is very different predictions, but it's based solely on, how I feel objectively. So, on a standpoint, in last place, I had the Bears. Yes, you have Khalil Mack. Yes, you have a good defensive lineman, but you still have Mitchell Trubisky. He's still trying to improve. He's still a rookie. And he's still trying to, maintain his status as being, a very effective quarterback. It's not good enough. I don't know about the Bears, so I have them at 6-10. Next, I have Lions going at 7-9. So the Lions, Matthew Stafford is still pretty good. Their offense is still pretty competent, and this is the most competent team in the NFL, but they still have competition that they have to deal with. So I would have to put them at a 7-9. Now, this is where things get interesting because both of these teams are going in the playoffs. I have Vikings at 10-6 and Green Bay at 11-5.
There you go, Tommy.
That's surprise. Okay, that's surprised because you know why? As much as I fucking hate the Vikings, I've predicted they're going to be number one.
Yeah, and so the Vikings for me, the Vikings had a very, very impressive year. They went 13-3. Shot or 12-4, 13-3. They shocked the world with the Minneapolis Miracle, the miracle of all Minneapolis miracles, or something like that. And then all of that, just to lose to the Eagles. That's astonishing to me. And you don't have Case Keenum anymore. Instead, you have Kirk Cousins, who is a very competent quarterback, I would say. And yes, your defense is the biggest thing that is a key factor to the Vikings is their defense. Everything about them, from their safeties to their corners, even to their linebackers, are brutal and effective, and can take down some big competition. But Aaron Rodgers is still the bad man that he is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And
the true A-Rod, by the way.
Yeah. Discount double check, baby.
They also have Thor on their team.
Yeah. And last year it was very fluky. It was kind of like Ravens on their 2015 season. Aaron Rodgers got injured, most of their teams got injured, and we were stuck with Brett Hundley, who almost beat the Steelers, who I would have praised thank you God. Thank you God.
That's close.
Did something awesome. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. But I would still think that Aaron Rodgers still has a lot of things in him. Even though he goes to the playoffs multiple times, he still chokes more than the Falcons. But so I still have Green Bay at 11-5 as the number 2 seed in the playoffs. So NFC East. I'm sorry, we're building it up to it, folks. NFC East. I have Washington at 6-10.
Don't surprise me.
Washington. It's surprising to me that Washington doesn't take place in Washington, but it takes place in Maryland. Seriously, I looked up their stadium. I'm like, where are they? What? They're supposed to be Washington. They're in Maryland, right next to the Baltimore Ravens. Oh my God.
Washington D.C.
Yeah, D.C. boy.
No farting.
But Washington, they're still going to have a very, underwhelming year, pretty much like every other Redskins season. I have them at 6-10. On third place, It's quite a big of a shocker. But I have Skip Bayless's favorite team at 8-8, the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Or should I call it the Dallas Cowgirls, starring Dick Prescott and Ejaculate Elliott.
I thought it was Magic Mike and his
Tony Homo and his Magic Mike.
No, I'm gonna hold up before I get out in that football field. Give me that sarsaparilla.
But yeah, sure, you have Dak Prescott, but he changed from a very good quarterback to an almost fine quarterback that ends up being an interception throwing machine, just like Marcus Mariota. Sure, Ezekiel Elliott is a good running back, but he keeps getting kicked out in games because of, abuse allegations back in the past. So that's why he didn't get into many games at all. But again, you still lose Des Bryant. You still lose Hall of Famer Jason Witten, eventual Hall of Famer Jason Witten.
Yep, he'll definitely be in the Hall.
You still have Diesel, I guess, and you still have Are there any other wide receivers that the Cowboys have?
Terrence Newman, but
not really anything that pops to mind.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah, it's nothing out of the ordinary. You still have the defense isn't as impressive either. Sure, you have Sean Lee, who is a very impressive linebacker. However, the defense cannot hold up on efficient plays that they usually do. So I have them at 8-8. Second place, the New York Giants at 9-7.
Yeah, how you like that, people?
Yeah, my list is very unpredictable. Don't worry. And so the New York Giants will go 9-7 because, look what you got. You got Saquon Barkley, who pretty much impressed everybody at that game against my favorite college team, the Washington Huskies. I won't deny that. But he did very impressive runs throughout his entire career. And did he win the Heisman, or was it Baker Mayfield?
Last year, Baker Mayfield won.
Okay, well, he should have gotten the Heisman because he's very impressive. He's pretty much like a potential Jamal Lewis, to coin a phrase. And, Eli Manning, sure, that, last year was very fluky, and it was a disastrous year. It was disastrous.
Oh, it was so bad.
Mostly because
Ben McAdoo is garbage.
Yeah, mostly because of coaching issues, offensive coordinators. Everything was going awry. I just liked it with when Coughlin, the coach, was back
Tom Coughlin.
They were doing Tom Coughlin because they were doing good. But I still have him at a surprising 9-7. I think Eli Manning, while being overrated, can still get the job done.
Exactly.
And at the top of the list, I have the Philadelphia Eagles at a surprising 10-6.
Ooh.
They will be making the wild card, and I'll show you them later. And Philadelphia Eagles, I think they'll get a little bit of the what's that phrase I'm looking for? People are expecting them to be, way better as before, I guess.
No, exactly. No, they are expecting to be better, but
you're freaking. They're good, but a little overpraised.
A little overpraised. One time they had a giant Super Bowl 52 champions banner in their locker room, and it's that doesn't mean shit. We gotta reach to Cowboys, Pittsburgh numbers, or 49er numbers. We still got to do better. That ain't nothing.
Cuff Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think they have 4.
Yeah, Green Bay is 4. So is fucking the Nazis.
Yeah.
New England Nazis.
Don't forget, Green Bay has more championships, 13 compared to
NFL
6.
championship.
It's still NFL, motherfucker.
13 is a better number than 6, greater number than 6, doing basic math.
And
Yeah, basic math. I
Go
can't
Pat, go.
How about you?
would you let Luke Nukem talk? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
he had a Hall of Famer in Brett Favre, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I bet
It's Brett Favre, and I run the Wranglers commercial.
Motherfucker is still jacked, dude. God damn. What the hell is he doing on his farm?
No, dude. You know, I imagine this John Madden having like from Hey Arnold, having like the Helga had for Arnold. It's what John Madden has for Brett Favre.
I miss John Madden.
I do too. That guy's a fucking national treasure. Say what you want about him, but he's the most. The guy won 100 fucking games in 10 years.
It's insane.
That is retarded. Insane. Okay.
Well, anyways, go ahead and continue.
Yeah. The Philadelphia Eagles. Hold on, that's a reminder. But
I thought you farted. I'm sorry.
That was a reminder. But anyway, I still have the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-6 because they'll get a little bit overhyped. They still have to face against Thursday night against the Falcons, who is searching for revenge after the divisional round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like the Falcons they always choke on the last second.
Yep.
Broncos
should know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I see the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Foles is a very competent quarterback. However, at some points in his career, he may crumble under the pressure. And until Carson Wentz comes back into the game, he will revise the team just a little bit. I mean, Nick Foles is still a backup quarterback. And until Carson Wentz gets very healthy, the team will do a little bit better. But they still got to deal with some tough competition like the Falcons. And I'm guessing the Seahawks. Do they face
the Rams? Well, I think they play the. I think they do play. Wait, no, they don't play the Seahawks. They play the.
And I retract my statement.
I'm trying. So, no, they play the.
The Saints.
Yeah, they play the Saints. I think they play the. I think they do play the Saints. Let me go ahead and double check for you real quick.
Okay. But anyway, while you're checking on that, I think Philadelphia takes number 1 at 10-6. Then the NFC West. Bottom of the barrel, Arizona Cardinals at 5-11.
What a damn shame.
You may have some prospects and some quarterbacks that I've seen in the past, you know, in college games that are actually really good. I mean, you still have Josh Rosen. I mean, he's certainly improving. I mean, and Larry Fitzgerald, you know, like you said before, you know, like it really passes prime because he's like one of the greatest, you know, postseason performers ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially on that one play that's like the Packers blew it. You know, the entire defense just blew it, but it was still an amazing run.
Yep.
Yeah, but you did say it was one of the best playoff games you've ever seen, correct?
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Yeah, but
it is the best.
Oh my God, it was better than it was better than the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, they did. They do play the Saints, the NFC South. So
okay.
Eagles.
So yeah, once again, tough competition. Then I have at second place at the same exact rating that I had with Lucas, the Seattle Seahawks at 7-9. Legion of Boom is gone. You don't have Richard Sherman anymore. Baldwin, the wide receiver, he's suffering from an ankle injury. Or some kind of injury on his foot, and you don't have Jimmy. You have Jimmy Graham.
They do not have Jimmy Graham. The Packers do now.
They don't have Jimmy Graham anymore, so that's another loss. And you still you may have Russell Wilson, but you don't have, you know. Once again, you have Marshawn Lynch not there anymore. You have a couple of guys that could be big game changers not there anymore. And Pete Carroll. It's, you know, I mean, he's a good coach, and he's actually a really nice person in real life. But it's just, I expect a very mediocre season out of them, so 7-9. Speaking of mediocre, I mean, but there's still a team that is basically improving, getting back into shape, the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Garoppolo is still impressive, you know. I mean, ever since like that, I think it was the undefeated streak that he had with Jimmy.
5-0 the last 5 weeks of the season he had.
Yeah, and that was an impressive finish. But I mean, yeah, I think you know, with some of the devices that he has with Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, I think the defense needs a lot of improvement, especially from like, you know, the wideouts. The linebackers are fine. The wideouts. Or like the corners need some a little adjusting, so I have them at 8-8. And number 1, the Rams.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you have Jared Goff. I can't believe that Jared Goff started at like 5 and 7, like touchdowns and interception ratio, and then moved on to 28 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts. Especially with, the adjustment of new coaching staff, after Jeff Fisher
Fuck him.
got kicked out the door.
Mr. 7-9 Jeff Fisher.
Yeah. We are not going 7-9.
Yeah, he went 4-9.
Yeah. But it's very depressing, but Los Angeles Rams, I expect them to make the divisional round with this team at 11-5. So I got them on there. And Todd Gurley, he's a beast. NFC South, Tampa Bay at 6-10. At the same
Blood
rate.
Pirates.
The same nothing. Yar, we always lose.
Yar.
But yeah, nothing special about Tampa Bay except for the fact that Jameis Winston is still on the team and they cannot kick a game-winning field goal to save their life.
That reminds me of another team.
Chargers?
Well.
Yeah. At third place, Carolina. 9-7. I have them at. So I have them at 9-7 specifically because, Cam Newton, he is a star, and you do have DJ Moore. And you still have effective, a wide receiver core. They're still against heavy competition. They still have to go against, the two teams making the playoffs in this division. Don't worry about that. But it's just they're going to have a very kind of season, So I have them at 9-7. Atlanta, I have them at 11-5, making the divisional round. I think at third or fourth place. And Matt Ryan still trying to redeem himself, after that bad year. No, not that bad year. That choke he did, in the playoffs and the divisional round, and even in the most overrated Super Bowl ever. But I digress.
Yes, thank you. So garbage.
I see games, like Cleveland was down against the Titans 28-3, and yet this game, and they came back for the win, and this game gets praised as the best Super Bowl ever.
Oh, give me a break.
I don't understand it. But anyway, I mostly find comeback games to be usually overrated, because they're kind of like, I don't care. I just like it when both teams are, no fucks given. It's fight night, who's going down, who's going down first. But I forgot where I was. Oh, yeah, Atlanta Falcons, hopefully redeeming the year. I think Matt Ryan with the receiving core and Julio Jones and Devontae Freeman. And I think Jerry Rice is on the team. Am I correct? At the Falcons?
For the Falcons, they have Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the Alabama guy they just got.
Yeah. But they will have an effective receiving core. And their defense, hopefully, they won't chuck on, last-second plays. But their offense looks pretty impressive as far as I'm concerned. So I have Atlanta at 11-5, still against good competition, but I digress, especially the Steelers. New Orleans, I have at number 1 at 12-4, being the number 1 of the NFC East, of the NFC playoff round. Drew Brees, while he had some inconsistent years, and especially with, the whole Sean Payton kind of thing, you do have some good years, then you have 9 and 7 years. Last year, they looked very impressive until they choked on a Minneapolis Miracle by Marcus Lattimore. Thank you. But, Drew Brees, he's still looking for a second Super Bowl ring, and he's still pretty much the most underrated quarterback in the NFL. Enough said about that. Hopefully, the offense can good things on the road, and the defense can get, way better as it goes on. So I have him at 12-4, number 1 at the playoffs for the NFC.
Ooh,
nice. Now this is where things get interesting. Let's go to the AFC now.
Yeah.
AFC West. I have the Los Angeles Chargers at number 1 at 11-5, making the divisional round. at 3rd place. The thing is that I see Phillip Rivers, and last year it was very fluky as well. They didn't have everything organized. Their receiving core was a disaster. Like, their receiving core was pretty good, but their defense didn't hold up. And their field goal kicker usually kicks things always to the right.
Always blows it.
Like, they need a kicker, maybe like Vedvik if they get him from the Ravens. Because he can kick. If you see like his 56-yarder, he knows he can make some good, points. He can make some game-winning field goals and long ones. Pretty much like Adam Vinatieri.
Right.
But yeah, I still see like the receiving core. I still see Phillip Rivers being dominant on offense. And they look strong, ever since like, that last year. They saw potential in this organization, and with the drafts that they made, they look sold, by most people as making the playoffs. 2nd place, Kansas City at 9-7. You don't have Alex Smith anymore. Andy Reid is still there. Why he isn't making you go into the Super Bowl, I have no idea. He will never get you to a Super Bowl, no matter how hard he tries, despite the fact that when he did get you to a Super Bowl, you still lost to the Patriots. And, back when Donovan McNabb was, an Eagle. And, they're kind of basic. They're still kind of a basic team. Not really much to talk about them. But Kareem Hunt is still an excellent running back, kind of like Saquon Barkley. He's still very good. I still kind of like how he runs a lot. I like how he chooses routes, how he executes them greatly, especially with those games against Week 1 against the Patriots. He was dominant, destroying that.
Oh, he destroyed him, which was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, the defense of the Patriots, I'll get to that. But yeah, Kansas City 9-7. The Raiders 6-10. Derek Carr, yeah, he's a very good, a very good player. I mean, yeah, sure, Gruden, the coach, is coming back, who coached for the Patriots before and was now a broadcaster for Monday Night Football. He's now back into coaching, and hopefully he can get this team in shape. But it may not be enough. I mean, you lost Crabtree. You still have Amari Cooper, which is a very effective wide receiver, no less. But I just don't see this team making the playoffs. I see them making just a very disappointing year, going 6-10. And at the bottom of the barrel, 4-12, Denver.
Ooh, Denver being that bad. Ouch.
Yeah. What did you have Denver as before?
I had them. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I had Denver as 6-10.
Okay. So I have them at lower rankings because let me look at the schedule real quick. Because I figured, like, you don't really have a whole lot of, running backs or not running backs, quarterbacks that they had to deal with. I mean, you sure had like Simeon. I mean, you do have Case Keenum, who did a very clutch play at the last second with the Minnesota Vikings. Is it really enough though? With so many packages on the wide receiving core, like you do have Demaryius Thomas, no doubt, but
okay.
Not enough. Not enough. You still need to improve you still need to improve your coaching staff. You still need to improve, I know I've been rambling so much, I need a water break, but it's like you can do better, but I don't see them doing better here. Last year they were bad. Really bad. At like a what was their standings for last year? I completely forgot about it.
Which team?
The Denver Broncos? I thought they were 5-11.
5-11. So I had them one loss, a loss more this year at 5-12. It's not gonna really fly for me. Denver at 4-12, I think is pretty much the worst of the AFC. AFC South. This is where things get surprising because only 2 teams will be making the playoffs.
Ooh.
Oh, so 2 of them will be made. Okay. And what are these 2 good?
Indianapolis not making the playoffs.
Thank you.
they're at 6-10. I had them at 6-10. Andrew Luck still trying to hold his ground. You still have Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton. You still have the veteran Adam Vinatieri who can kick like almost a 60-yarder. He's still an impressive kicker. However, the defense isn't doing so strong against brutal competition. So I see them at 6-10. Third place, the Titans. Marcus Mariota is kind of like I said with Dak Prescott, he's kind of like, a competent quarterback, but then eventually turns into like an interception throwing machine. He just doesn't have effective, he just doesn't have very good wide receivers to hopefully, help him out on any certain occasion. Sure, you have, you still have Byard, that safety on the Tennessee Titans squad, and he can make some pretty damn good interceptions, but they're going to have a pretty mediocre year and just, pretty much 8-8. Now the two teams making the playoffs, both of which at 10-6, Houston and Jacksonville.
Hey, Justin, you hear that?
Ooh, mine too. They were both mine.
Jacksonville will be going at 10-6, just like they did last year, making 5th place, with Houston being 6th. Deshaun Watson, Andre Hopkins. There's no better combo that you can ever think of aside from, the obvious Big Ben and Antonio Brown, the most overrated group of people.
I called him Big Ben for a reason.
Oh my God, you fuck off.
But anyway, speaking of Jacksonville, did you hear what Jalen Ramsey said about, the quarterbacks? I hate to go off topic. But
yeah, let's go ahead real quick because it was funny, though.
Yeah, he called, he said, Ben Roethlisberger, decent at best. Matt Ryan, overrated. Joe Flacco sucks. Which I was like, damn.
They got the ring, motherfucker.
Yeah. One of the most clutch plays ever in my favorite game of all time. Yet he didn't see that game. Whatever. And how many times did he beat the Jacksonville Jaguars? I'm like 1, 2, 3 times. And so
hey, at least we beat them.
yeah, but your team didn't.
We'll see this year because they both play each other.
Not gonna happen.
Hey, hold on, Lucas. Hold on, look up. Hey, Lucas. Okay, Lucas's Lucas to the Steelers and John Cena when he loses have in common? When they lose, they both have an excuse always.
Oh, give me a fucking break. When John Cena lost to AJ Styles, he was like, "Oh, I just gave up."
The coaches made me do a fake spike, and I had no choice. Shut up, Big Ben.
Fucking break.
Continue contemplating retirement for the umpteenth billionth time. But we'll get to that.
He should be a wrestler.
No. Meow.
But yeah, Jacksonville defense still awesome. Questioning on Blake Bortles though, but Leonard Fournette still a brilliant running back, and I have him at 10-6. Houston Texans, once again Deshaun Watson, a very good quarterback, a very good prospect, along with Andre Hopkins and J.J. Watt. Throughout that charity that he did with Houston Texans, I expect something bigger out of him this year. Ever since the disaster in Houston, I expect them to make a big comeback at 10-6, making the playoffs.
Kind of like with the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. AFC, well, they're not going to make the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Houston. But, I mean, you had the Astros. You had the Astros, so that was good. That was. Now the AFC East. Let's run this out of the way quick. Tom Brady, John Cena version of
Hey, the difference is at least Tom Brady is faithful.
Yeah. But he's no better than Joe Montana.
Oh, come on, no one is except for
There is no except of.
No, I think Peyton Manning. I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
But
But I think wait.
Oh, Mr. Abadu, you're finally here.
Wait, and then go back to me. But I had the Patriots. I had the Patriots at the #1 seed.
Unfortunately.
In the playoffs. at 12-4.
I'm taking a picture of that.
Fuck you.
Wait, Lucas?
You see the fucking face he made? He looked like a gangster.
He kind of looked like this.
Please take a picture of that.
Oh, I'll take it. Oh, don't worry, I will. But yeah, the New England Nazis.
Yeah, they are the New England Nazis.
The New England Panthers.
I'm kidding. But New England, Tom Brady, he deserved, most of the championships that he got, like most of the Super Bowls that he gotten, mostly against Kurt Warner. But Tom Brady is kind of like the Undertaker. What more does he have to prove anymore?
Exactly.
Except the Undertaker's fucking awesome.
And keep it at end of an era. God damn it.
Yes.
Alex, you have something to say?
But
Goddamn right.
But and then I have New England. The receiving corps, they don't have any receivers anymore. I mean, they lost. Edelman is out for an injury, or maybe suspension. Injury, I guess. You have, Cooks. You got rid of Cooks in that Super Bowl. You still have Rob Gronkowski, who can still make, very great plays and big drives, no less. You still have, Lewis White, fine running back. But I think, Tom Brady, despite how overrated he is a team player and he can get things done precisely at any point in time.
He wants that 6th ring.
Yeah. That 6th ring is going up his ass.
Very much. Yep, it's going up his ass.
Oh, Lord of the Anal Rings.
Yeah. Yeah, Frodo doesn't want that ring.
Give it to Gollum. He looks like an ass.
Oh, Bernie got it.
Look at you look like that motherfucker.
No, I don't. You. What's wrong? Stop being. I'll be more off.
I'm retarded.
You're gonna win your 7th Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, you know who needs a fucking ring or a trophy? Andy Serkis. God damn it. Okay, we're getting off topic as you were.
Off topic. But anyway, New England, number 1. Tom Brady can still get things done. 2nd place, fins up. Miami, 7-9.
That's the same I have them at.
Yeah. But Jay Cutler, hit or miss guy. I mean, still being the lazy ass bust that he is.
We're not talking about the bodybuilder.
Yeah, but we're talking about Jay Cutler, who almost made it to the Super Bowl with the Cubs. Not the Cubs, the Bears.
Stop her.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't see them making any improvements. I mean, you lost Jarvis Landry, who thankfully went to a team that actually.
Fuck Jay Cutler.
No wonder the Bears got.
No. You're missing the phrase, the Bruce Blitz phrase. He's a fucking bum.
He's a bum. Yeah, he's a bum.
Yeah, but I see Miami going through an all right season, 7-9. Nothing else to say about it. New York Jets, 6-10.
Jets. Shit.
Suck.
Sorry.
Shout out to that urinating tree video.
Yes, urinate tree is good.
Yeah, especially
you are
the Steelers. That's great.
Well, they both are yellow, so it makes sense.
No, he's from Pittsburgh.
I know, but jeez. But I know I'm shitting on the Steelers because I'm a Ravens fan. I mean, come on.
You know what my favorite part of The Dark Knight Rises is? When they blew up Heinz Field.
Oh, fuck you.
You were on record as saying you almost didn't cry.
Yeah, that is true.
But hey, Heinz Ward survived.
Yeah, he did.
Barely. And then Brain broke his neck.
Fuck you. Roll me fucking badass.
But yeah, what else there need to be said? I mean, you have Sam Darnold, I guess. USC, he's fine. He's maybe gonna end up like Mark Sanchez. So I have the Butt Fumble organization at 6-10. And at last place, with no good semblance of a offense whatsoever, but an all right team. Not all right, but fine. Bills at 5-1. Sorry, Gary. I mean,
You're the Milwaukee Buffalo Bills.
you need a good quarterback.
Pretty much.
You need a quarterback.
Freaking
Nathan
Nate.
Peterman's not one of them because you're going to have him at starter against my team. And Josh Allen is crumbling under the pressure every which way. He looks like one of those rookies that you usually draft, like a free agent guy. And AJ McCarron's injured. And LaShawn McCoy, he's suspended for something that he did so stupidly. I may as well look it up, but it may have done with allegations or something. But Bills, I don't see them doing anything impressive. So 5-1 for the Bills.
5-11?
5-11?
5-11.
Okay.
I zoned out because I'm out of breath. Now, the moment we've all Cleveland 6-10.
Ooh.
I see Baker Mayfield doing wonders for this organization, but not to the wonders of, say, a Tim Tebow or something like that.
I know Alex hates Tim Tebow.
Yeah, but Tim Tebow's awful. Even though he did that 7-1, and he did that pass to Demaryius Thomas in that wild card game. Remember, Lucas?
I still don't know how he got that far. I just don't know. Miracle.
But yeah, 6-10. I mean, you still have Tyrod Taylor, who is going to be fine as he usually is. He was great on the Bills, but he may do some fine wonders. But the Cleveland Browns is still a disorganized organization, from the coaching to the coordinators to the teammates just being outright bitches. I mean, they have drafted. In the words of in the DA show, they have drafted bomb after bomb after bomb every single time. But hopefully, Baker Mayfield, with that impressive preseason that he did, he went 3-1. He can work wonders with this team. So I have the Cleveland Browns at 6-10.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I have the Cincinnati Bengals at 8-8. Last year they went 7-9, and sadly, they allowed the Bills to go into the playoffs, which, hey, we've seen worse out of the Ravens. We've seen much, much worse. I'm talking to you, Billy Cundiff. Much worse.
Fucking Billy Cundiff.
Yeah.
Billy Condom, more like it, because they break.
Yeah. How do you miss that field goal? Anyway. Cincinnati, I have it at 8-8. Marvin Lewis, they still have him for 2 or 3 years.
2 year. He signed extension.
The guy needs to retire. I'm sorry, but Andy Dalton's fine. I mean, whatever. Vontaze Burfict is still a fucking bum. Not the bum in Tim Tebow bum. I'm talking about a criminal bum that you see on the side of the street. Look at what the mistakes you did. You bum. You made the Seahawks kick the field goal. Bum. And when
LC Muscles will work for money. We're massaging bums. As in,
Yeah.
Oh.
And is Pac-Man Jones on the Bengals too?
No, he left. He's on Denver now, actually.
Fuck me.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what he and Pac-Man have in common? They both gargle balls.
Yeah, they're both they're one of the most dirtiest players in the
Oh,
NFL.
fuck.
The most. So, but Cincinnati, throughout the competition that they have, I don't see them doing anything remotely special. So I have them at 8-8. Second in place, they're going to make the divisional round, and they're going to face against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the wild card. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, before Lucas, closes his ears and go la 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 la.
No, actually, you got it wrong. It's Pittsburgh Steel Dildos.
Yeah.
No. Tell me.
Let me say this. I cannot deny most successes that the Steelers have done. But in my objective view on most things, the Steelers are one of the most egotistical teams in all of sports.
Them and the Patriots, yes.
Not the Patriots, because at least they're humble pie. You know, when they lose a game, they man up. You know, nothing wrong.
No, actually, they cry like bitches.
No, the Steelers are the biggest crybabies ever. Lucas, close your ears. Ever. Because, I mean, once you lose a specific, very important game, which, by the way, was not a catch. Not Detroit. Okay, even if you did make that catch, or even if that pass was incomplete against the Patriots, you still could have, I don't know, kicked a field goal or tried a different play and used your timeouts wisely.
Well,
But
hey,
no.
at least it's not as bad as the Packers.
And Malcolm Butler it again.
At least it's not as bad as the Packers and Seahawks. You want to talk about a choke, goddammit?
Woo! Also,
Rob, you were pissed about that game, I'm pretty sure.
But, like, that game, sorry to get on top of it, but that game is, like, dog shit for the first 3 quarters, and then it becomes, like, a 6 out of 5 game at the last 5 minutes. It's unbelievable, and the crowd reactions are insane. But the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, he's a good player, but he's still contemplating, you know, for the umpteenth billionth time about retirement. Le'Veon Bell is doing shitty rap tracks, and he's not going to get paid. I don't see him getting paid this year. He's completely rejecting any sort of negotiations within contracts and playing season. So I don't see what he's gonna do with this team. I have no idea. And Antonio Brown is still a cancer for the team, and he's gonna whine and bitch about not getting touchdowns every single second. Even though they're an effective wide receiving core, you still have Jesse Juju Smith-Schuster. I can tolerate. I can't tolerate Antonio Brown. And Martavis Bryant, thank God he's gone, because he needs to stop smoking that freaking weed.
You gotta stay off the weed.
Or as the for the Steelers.
Crack! Stephen
you're gonna cry.
Stephen A. Smith, shout out. That guy's awesome.
Just say no.
But the biggest downfall is second biggest down. Okay, first downfall of the Steelers, their egotism. Their second downfall, their defense. Their defense usually crumbles under the pressure almost every single week. I mean, how can you really explain, you know, falling behind 28-7 against the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yeah.
How can you explain, you know, losing against Tom Brady in that very important drive? How can you explain almost losing to the Baltimore Ravens at Sunday Night Football, and by some miracle, Roethlisberger managed to save you?
Miracle.
Yeah,
Lots of
miracle. But, you know, the only thing I can say out of the Pittsburgh Steelers is that thank goodness Ryan Shazier is not a part of the Steelers anymore, because the dude deserves better than an egotistical team.
No,
He's
Ryan Shazier is still
linebacker.
part of the team, but he just is injured the entire year.
Yeah, he still has his back injured. But third downfall number 3. Their schedule is almost kind of unbelievable. I mean, you have things like the Chargers, the Patriots, the Saints on Christmas. You have the Panthers, the Jaguars, the Ravens twice, Atlanta, which is still has a very effective. I know I've been saying effective a lot, but a very bolstering and powerful, you know, offense. And their steel fence keep screwing up. I'm just. Like, I don't okay, to be honest, I won't say that the Steelers won't make the playoffs. They will, because I know their offense is good, despite how completely braggadocious they are, and how completely, you know, saying, we're gonna get back in New England, yet they lose to the Jaguars. It's all about arrogance. It's all about ego with this team. But I still see them making the playoffs at 4th place. Now, you know what it's time for. The first place, and this is a bold statement I'm making right here. This is the reason why I wanted to talk on this show specifically. You have a whole lot to hear, and I have a whole lot to say. First of all, last year, or 2 years ago, we have suffered from, clutch loss after clutch loss. Mostly with the same exact score, 31-27, against 2 teams. The Bengals, most importantly. I mean, Dean Pease, thank goodness you're gone. Because, I mean, sometimes this is why you don't hire a defensive coordinator from the Patriots, because they usually fumble the ball a little bit. Yeah, but let's run a blitz at 4-12 rather than running a zone D or a man coverage. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But their defense this year looks amazing. You got Kenny Young, you got Matthew Judon, C.J. Mosley. You have the Balls So Hard University, Terrell Suggs, being the awesome dude that he is. You still have Brandon Williams as a good defensive tackle. You have, Zach Zeeler that you drafted, the very last draft pick that Ozzie Newsome picks. And I guarantee you that he will be making great plays this year. Then you have you have the dime back. You have the cornerbacks. You have Marlon Humphrey, who's doing good, and Jimmy Smith. What the heck are you thinking, man? Get that stick out of your ass and quit getting yourself injured and basically banned or suspended for about 4 games.
Speaking of sticks up asses, Lucas.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
And Brandon Carr, he's a fine, defensive back, but we need to get Marlon Humphrey against big competition like AJ Green and Antonio Brown, because he can make wonders. Eric Weddle at safety, Tony Jefferson, great dynamic duo. They can make interception after interception and big play after big play. And then you have the offense. First of all, after the bums that were Jeremy Maclin and a very decent Patriots tight end by Benjamin Watson, and also Saints. You still also have very good receiving core. You still also have very good tight ends. You have Michael Crabtree from the Raiders. You have John Brown, the speedy version, basically the Torrey Smith that we need. Michael Crabtree, the Anquan Bolden we need. Willie Snead, still a reliable source that we really need from the Saints. You also have, Jordan Lasley that hasn't, managed to catch a pass or scored a touchdown in the entire preseason, but he still can make wonders. I mean, he still needs to show his potential a little bit. And Chris Moore, that dude, I think he's pretty much an underrated wide receiver as far as I'm concerned this year. And then you have the tight ends. You have Hayden Hurst, he can block, he can plow people down, and he is fast as a tight end. And he used to be a pitcher for the Pirates until they rejected him. And then you got Mark Andrews. You still have Max Williams and Nick Boyle. Okay, whatever. I get what they're going for, but pick better ones. Mark Andrews from the Oklahoma Sooners. What a player that guy is. I mean, ever since that pass from Lamar Jackson, to get away from like the defense in like that Redskins preseason game, that was very impressive. That is what we really need out of like, a Dennis Quetta or a Todd Heath. Todd Heath. Or a Dixon. And then you have the running back in Alex Collins, Buck Allen, and Kenneth Dixon. 3 great quarterbacks, but Alex Collins, he's a monster. There is no wonder Tony Romo.
What's a monster? Yeah. Speaking of monsters, Tony Romo.
Yeah. There's no wonder how Tony Romo called Alex Collins the Irish dancer, and he's a great commentator, by the way. But there's no reason why he isn't called the Irish dancer, because he can juke and make plays that no one has ever seen before, like that 4th and 5 against the Bengals, where he switches to the side and then he turns around and makes it into the end zone, and a great play by him. Buck Allen, a very awesome, running back, and he can plow people down. He is used for passing decisions. He is used for passing situations. Kenneth Dixon, also very good. We've seen him in 2016. Basically, after that injury, we didn't get anything out of him. But hopefully, we can see a great return out of him with Kenneth Dixon. Then you have the fullback with Patrick Ricard, who can be a very good source after Kyle Juszczyk left the team and was given to the 49ers. Then you have the quarterbacks, which is what I've been really wanting to talk about, because I will defend this man till the day I die or he retires. Joe Flacco, despite what many people think, is a very good quarterback. The thing is that last year, when he's throwing deep bombs, especially when he's throwing wide open receivers, especially with the bust in Rashad Perryman or even Mike Wallace, wide open, drop the ball. And he ends up being 4-17 in a pathetic excuse of a game, where they lose to the Bengals. But he needs wide receivers. And when he makes big plays, when he's throwing to open receivers, he can get things done. He knows how to, impress people. And you know what? Bold prediction time. Ever since the drafting of Lamar Jackson, which looked fine in the preseason, but fine doesn't really say a whole lot. Ever since the drafting of Lamar Jackson, and also getting another addition to the squad in Robert Griffin III, Joe Flacco has got fire in him. He's got something that we've never seen him before. He looks healthy. He's back out of that back injury. He's used to running now after that, leg injury in 2015, after that completely disastrous season. He looks better than ever. And I have heard every single word that he looks like the best he's ever been in the offseason. When you see him in the preseason making 29-yard passes to Michael Crabtree, or that amazing touchdown to John Brown, or that 30-yard pass against the Colts with, the Rams, when he make that pass and, keeping the play alive. He can make plays like this. We see fire under him. We see he has motivation. We see that he really wants redemption out of him. And that is why I think this is the year of redemption. That is why I've been waiting for it, because this is this is the year of redemption for Joe Flacco specifically. The guy can make great plays. He just needs targets. He just needs people that can catch. He needs people to trust. He needs offensive coordinators to rely on to make very effective plays or make very good plays. Hopefully he can throw the ball down the field. And you know what? With the wide receiver core, with the tight end core, with the running backs, with the offensive line, Marshall Yana is back once again with all the ship-shaped offensive line, very solid. I see something very good out of the Baltimore Ravens. And the schedule, I know I've been talking long enough, but the season, it's the same. It's almost the same exact schedule, except for a few placements. Pretty much, it's the same exact schedule as their 2006 season. Every single one was on the 2006 season. But does that really say a whole lot? Not necessarily. But against competition, I can see them with the potential that the offense that they do have. I can see them beating the New Orleans Saints because they did twice with Joe Flacco. I can see them beating the Panthers at home. I can see them hopefully beating the Steelers once in both games. We all know that they may not win another one of them, but I can see them beating top-tier competition. I can see them making very good games and can make very good performances out of players who are in search of redemption in Joe Flacco. And Lamar Jackson, I'm looking at you, man. You had a very fine year, but you still need potential in you. I can see you being a fine addition to the wide receiver. Not wide receiver, quarterback. You still need practice. People see potential in you, and you are the future of the Baltimore Ravens. You just need time. I don't see you starting at all. I don't see you starting because you need time. You need patience. You need to study. Robert Griffin III is much better than you, and he's much more experienced. He knows how to drop back in the pocket. He knows how to make throws. And, throws better rather than just, corny spirals. But that doesn't really matter. But the thing is, he needs training. And Lamar Jackson, I think hopefully will play in like 2021 or something like that. But yeah. 12-4, bold statement. 12-4 for the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco will finally reach 30 touchdowns, and will hopefully get the second seed in the playoffs of the AFC.
Okay.
Mr. Do.
Sorry for the
time
I'm
for
sorry.
you.
I got big passion right here. But Alex, I'm done.
Alexander,
My turn yet?
Yes.
I'm done.
All right, let's see. I got my hat on, got my Fins hat, got my black tee.
Got the
Let's make this
Abadu
happen.
ready.
Are you guys ready to hear my predictions for this upcoming NFL season?
Okay, make a GIF of that. I'm taking like 875 pillars of that, as you were, Alex.
All righty. I'm going to start with the AFC because you guys started with the NFC. I'm going to start with the AFC.
Wait,
Okay?
different.
Yeah, being different for once.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Start with the AFC North. I'm with Lucas on this one. I think the Cincinnati Bengals will be in last place in the division.
Yeah.
Reason being, I am not a fan of Marvin Lewis as a head coach. He's the longest tenured head coach aside from Belichick. He's been to the playoffs so many times. He still hasn't won. And
0-8 in the playoffs.
He's 0-8 in the playoffs. I would say after 0-5, hit the bricks, but no, I guess not. Aside from AJ Green and Andy Dalton, and maybe Joe Mixon, they really have nobody on offense. As far as their defense, Vontaze Burfict. He is like one or two like ejections from being banned from the league. That guy is a freaking punk.
A piece of
He's
shit.
a bomb. He's a bomb.
Aside from him, they have pretty much nobody on defense.
he's a bomb.
I see them going 3-13.
Damn.
To be perfectly honest with
Thank
you.
Hey, but that's me.
Yeah.
3-13.
Second place, third place
Yes.
would be the Cleveland.
Sorry.
Anyways, third place will be the Cleveland Browns. I think they have made a big turnaround this offseason. They got Tyrod Taylor. They got the first pick in the draft. They got Baker Mayfield. I think he is going to do wonders with them. They got Carlos Hyde. They still got, I believe, Duke Johnson as their running back. Their wide receiver core is really good. They got Jarvis Landry from us. Why we traded him, I'll never know.
Oh, I know he's a free agent, I think.
I'll never know. No, we traded him.
Oh yeah, you guys.
And then they re-signed him to like a 5-year deal worth $25 million.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So him, Josh Gordon, if he can stay clean and healthy, I think they can do.
Pot.
Yeah, no smoking pot. They can do wonders. Defense, they're pretty good. I mean, they got Carl Nassib on the defensive line. He's pretty good. Myles Garrett, last year's #1 overall pick. He's pretty good. He's going to be an all-pro. Their secondary is all right. They're going to go 6 and 10.
That's what I have him.
Yeah, how about that?
Dang.
Oh, what a coincidence.
What a
Third
coincidence.
place. This was very tough between the two. It was very, very tough. But I got to be a realist. Third place, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Or second place, Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
I will say, I love their pickup of Michael Crabtree.
Yes.
He is going to make that team. He is going to be a superstar.
John Brown, Willie Snead, Hayden Hurst, Mark Andrews, Alex Collins.
Pretty much everybody he said. Pretty much everything Luke Nukem said. Except I think that they will lose some games that they might be able to win. But we'll see. I see them going 9 and 7. As for obvious Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't know what they're going to do at running back because Le'Veon Bell is going to be out for a significant amount of time with his contract holdout.
They're not going to pay him.
And I drafted him 2nd overall in my fantasy league.
You know what, Alex? I know the perfect way. Hey, okay. I know the perfect way to do an introduction for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It goes something like this.
Fuck you, Rolly.
Accurate as fuck. Like I said with the Ravens, they're going to lose games that they should win. And plus, have you seen their schedule?
Jacksonville.
New England.
New Orleans.
Atlanta. New Orleans.
The Ravens twice.
Carolina.
You said Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Carolina. Tampa Bay. You never know. They always dumb themselves down to teams that they should win. I guarantee you it will happen at least twice this year. And I see them going 10 and 6. And overall in the playoffs, I see them getting the 4th seed.
I have them at 10 and 6.
I see them getting the 4th seed.
I have them at the 4th seed.
Huh?
I have them at the 4th seed.
4. There you go. AFC South. Let's get down to this.
Holy shit, you're not going to believe this. One of these teams are going to be 1 and 0 after the first week.
Really?
You don't say.
I'm still not letting that go. Look, I'm sorry.
You don't say.
Was it a quote that I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was like the first season.
One of these teams are going to go 0.
1 and oh.
It was.
Oh my god.
It wasn't that, but it was like these two teams are like almost identical in terms of stats. So, Mr. Great.
AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Starting from the bottom, going all the way up. 4th place, I got the Colts.
Yeah,
let's be honest. Although Andrew Luck is coming back, we'll see what he does. 6 and 10.
That's what I have him at.
6 and 10. 2nd place, I got the Houston Texans.
3rd?
Oh, 3rd. I'm sorry. I'm messing up with my numbers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
3rd place, Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson is coming off an ACL injury. We don't know if he's going to start. Is he going to start week 1?
Yes, he is starting week 1.
Okay. So I think they. Okay. I think they have a chance to do some good things. Somewhat.
Hopefully.
9 and 7.
Okay.
2nd place is the Tennessee Titans. Now, offense, they look pretty good. They got Derrick Henry, who's the former Heisman Trophy running back. They got Deion Lewis, who was from the New England Patriots, who was their 2nd-string running back. Corey Davis, who was their 1st-round draft pick last year. I think he's going to be like a sort of like a Randy Moss mixed with a Brandon Marshall, something like that. He's going to be something like he's going to be good. Yeah, sounds very promising. And, of course, Marcus Mariota. The only problem is the defense. And the reason why is a little friend that Mr. Luke Nukem knows, and that is Mr. Gene Pease.
Gene Pease.
Gene Pease.
Let's run a blitz on a 4th and 12.
I see them going into the wild card.
Of Patriots, aside from Ben Watson. Anyway.
I see them going into the wild card. I think they're going to go 11-5.
That's a bold statement right there.
Yeah, it is. As for number 1, come on. It's obvious. Saxonville. Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars. Saxonville. Their defense is the best defense in the league right now. Who would have said that 3 years ago?
Oh, hell no.
Nobody.
Oh, wow.
Nobody. Offense, they look pretty good. I see them going 12-4, and they will be the number 1 seed.
I will say the number 2 defense because not the piece of steel dodos.
Oh, fuck off, Romy.
Jacksonville, number 1 seed.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You think Jacksonville's going to take the number 1 seed?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could. As for the East.
Uh-oh.
Starting from the bottom, working our way up. Buffalo Bills. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Although I will say Sean McDermott, or was it Sean McVay? Who's the Bills head coach? Lucas. Help me out.
Bills?
Bills head coach. Who is it?
Anthony. Was it Anthony Lynn? I'm not sure.
No, that's the Chargers.
Oh, yeah, there's the Chargers. I'm trying to remember who the Bills head coach name is.
I think it's Sean McDermott.
No, let me see. Let me see something. Sean McDermott.
See, thank you very much. Something I already knew. Nathan Peterman is their starting quarterback.
Nathan Peterman.
Problem number 1.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Nathan Peterman is their starting quarterback. They traded A.J. McCarron away to the Raiders for a 5th-round draft pick, I believe. And they have Josh Allen, who is really, this past offseason, or this preseason, has not really looked that good. The offensive line has been trash. He's been sacked so many times, and their defense is kind of pathetic. So I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills are 5-11.
Ouch.
Sorry,
I
Gary.
had them at 5-11.
I think we're going to be agreeing on this one. New York Jets, also in 2nd place.
3rd.
Sam.
You mean 3rd place?
Fuck.
That's okay.
3rd
I'm bad
place.
with numbers too.
3rd place.
Fucking Bray.
Okay. They got Sam Darnold in the draft. I think he's going to be a pretty good
Maybe
defense.
a prospect.
Yeah, good prospect. Defense looks all right. 6-10. Nah.
What about your team,
As
Alex?
for the Finns.
Defends.
As for the Finns. Brian Tannehill is back. RT17 is back and better than ever.
Yagi is back.
Last year, he should have got the surgery. Or, I'm sorry, when he tweaked his ACL, he should have gotten the freaking surgery. Instead, he decided to do the stem cell research. And who did they bring in? Jay Cutler, which is absolutely, as a fan of the Miami Dolphins for years, last year was the worst season I've ever seen. Worse than going 1-15.
Oh,
Worse than
God.
1993 when they went 9-0 and then 9-7 and not reach the playoffs.
Yeah.
This last year, 2017, had no heart, had no passion, had nothing. Now this year, we do have fire. We do have passion. We do have everything, except for a little juice. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have traded away Jarvis Landry. Aside from that, our running backs look pretty good. Kenyon Drake looks really good last year. We got Frank Gore in the offseason. He's going to be really good, I think. for us in goal line situations.
Mhm.
Wide receivers look pretty good. Kenny Stills is going to be pretty good still. Devontae Parker, I don't know about that, let's be honest. Offensive line is pretty good. Tight ends look all right. Defense, we got Minka Fitzpatrick in the draft. He's going to be really good. Defensive line looks freaking amazing still with Cameron Wake, who is like one of the best defensive linemen in the league. I think I really want to put them in the wild card, but I'm going to. 10-6, shocking the world. Everyone's saying we're going to be last, somewhere towards the bottom, but I think we're going to shock the world once again. 10-6 in the wild card.
Dude.
Oh, fuck. Alex, this is why you should never sniff gasoline.
I don't sniff gasoline.
Be quiet. All right, so as for the obvious, come on. It's the Patriots.
Unfortunately.
Come on, let's be honest. 11-5, moving on.
Okay.
Okay, AFC West. Broncos at 5-11.
Oof.
Don't think they're going to do much.
Oof, indeed.
Oakland Raiders, 7-9.
Okay.
They got rid of their best defensive player. And I think John Gruden, his first year, is going to drop the ball when the expectations are a little high for him. Second place will be the Kansas City Chiefs at 9-7. Patrick Mahomes is going to be good. And in first place, God damn it, first place, Los Angeles Chargers. Bolt up.
Yeah, they're one of the big. Yeah, they're probably one of, if not the big top tier teams in the game.
And they will be the number 3 seed.
The number 3 seed.
I will say number 2.
Oh.
Yeah, number 2, like my ass.
Fuck you, Romy.
As for the NFC, let's start with the NFC North. 2 teams will finish 8-8. But who will they be? Let's find out. First up, we got the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Both of them. I mean, Khalil Mack coming over to the Bears is going to be huge for their defense. Absolutely huge. Mitchell Trubisky coming into his second year. He's going to be really good. Their wide receivers are going to be good. They got Allen Robinson from the Jaguars. And I believe Anthony Miller from Memphis in the draft.
I think so.
Anyways, 8-8. Detroit, same thing. I mean, Stafford's good. Defense is all right.
What do you expect?
What do you expect?
You're just like,
What are you gonna do?
Same old, same old.
This one might be a little bit of a shocker.
Okay.
Actually, the next 2 might be a little bit of a shocker.
Ooh.
In second place, I got the Vikings.
Wow.
I'm taking 900 photos of that. Thank you.
No,
Please and thank you very much.
No. You fucking shithead. No. You're not thinking.
Reason why is because of Kirk Cousins.
You
like that?
You like that? You like that? Yeah. Second place in the division. Yeah. Not good enough to be first. Yeah. Yeah. Take a picture of that too. Why don't you?
It's okay.
I think they sneak into the wild.
Pictures of me because he likes to stare at him.
I think they sneak into the wild card. I think they're going to be the number 6 seed. Yeah.
No, Lucas. I take pictures for my dartboard.
As for number 1, Romy. Go Pack, go. 13-3.
Oh.
fucking really?
Oh my God! I'm taking 2,000.
No, Romy, you fucking. 13-3.
13-3.
I didn't think. Okay, I'm taking another picture of that.
No, you fuck off.
No, he was talking to me.
Oh, I'm taking that one, dude. God damn it, you're making me busy.
Reason being, I think their wide receiver core is amazing.
Oh yeah, they have. That's why Aaron Rodgers so good. He's got multiple partners.
You have Calvin.
Multiple targets, multiple rookies too. Especially that guy that got out of Notre Dame. He's gonna be a beast this year.
We're not talking about Deshaun Kaiser.
No, he's the backup.
Quarterback.
Yeah, he's the backup. Even if Aaron Rodgers goes down, I think he can still win them some games. Unlike he did with the Browns. Defense looks pretty good. Their secondary is freaking amazing. Ha ha, Clinton Dix. Clinton Dix.
Face. Clinton Dix.
So yeah, 13-3 for the Packers.
Interesting.
NFC South. Tampa Bay finishing at the bottom, 5-11. Whatever. Carolina Panthers in third place.
Last year? Didn't you say they would be number one standing last year?
Mm-mm.
At 10-6?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I have a bad memory. So I guess that's me.
Yeah, so do I.
I said they would finish with a 10-6 record.
They will make the playoffs.
But they wouldn't make the playoffs.
Okay.
So yeah, 5-11 for the Bucks. Carolina Panthers come in third place at 9-7. And both the Falcons and the Saints will finish 11-5.
Excellent.
Atlanta will have the 5 seed, and New Orleans will have the 4 seed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. As for the East, hail to the Deadskins. Okay, they'll be last place.
The Deadskins?
The Deadskins.
The Deadskins.
Oh my god, that's genius.
4-12.
Damn.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Alex Smith.
Man, that is some fuckery.
You have, I mean, don't you? No, you don't have Case Keenum. My bad.
No, you don't.
That was the Broncos.
Yep.
So you got nobody.
They got nothing. They have nothing. Like, oh, wait, no. They have an aging former MVP in Adrian Peterson.
Yep, that is true.
Keyword aging. Anyways, and Alex Smith, who is a good game manager.
Yeah.
Can't do much of anything. Yeah, moving on. New York Giants come in third. Oh, yeah, the Giants.
No, that's not true. The Giants, the Giants are. I believe in Eli. I believe in Eli like my boyhood. They're going there.
7-9. Been going 7-9. I think that Barkley is going to do wonders for them because they finally got a running back, something that they haven't had. Shit. Probably since I want to say Tiki Barber. That was like a decade ago.
That's a while, man.
Yeah. And finally Eli Manning has some protection. There's somebody that he can hand the ball off to. So yeah, 7-9 for them. How about them Cowgirls?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas Cowgirls. 9-7. And for the reigning, defending Super Bowl champion, the Philadelphia Eagles, once again, the NFC East is theirs, 11-5.
Yep.
The third seed.
Okay.
The third seed. As for the NFC West, the Cardinals, baby.
Oh,
Cardinals, baby.
it's the Cardinals, babe.
Fucking Cardinals, baby.
That breaks my heart. Oh man.
What the fuck were they thinking signing Sam Bradford? He is made of glass. And he will prove that he's made of glass when he goes down by week 5. And then Josh Rosen will prove that he is an unproven bust.
The reason why
He
I'm
will be a
laughing,
bust.
he's a bust.
A
The reason
bust.
I'm laughing because I just saw, yeah, APAs for it.
Asian.
Yeah, me.
Dude,
Honestly-
you guys gotta take a quick piss. I'll be right back.
That's what your terrible towel is for.
Fuck you. No, it's not what it's for. Fucking asshole.
Now, to be honest, Ooh,
Ooh, look at that.
who's that?
I'm surprised that thing isn't stuck together.
Get a close up.
Hang on a second. Is
That's what's her name?
that Kate Upton?
Yeah, it's Kate Upton.
God damn.
I thought it was on a ceiling.
Every time,
Oh,
well, something else is on the ceiling.
Christ.
Oh no, yeah, Kate Upton.
No, it's not that.
What? Let me see. Let me see his
That
photo.
hat.
What the fuck
That
is that?
hat.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah.
Moving
Yep.
right along. Let's
Yep.
back to football.
Yeah.
4-12 for the Cardinals this year. I'm sorry.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Larry Fitzgerald, you deserve so much better, man.
I know. He does.
The dude's a fucking legend.
Greatest playoff game I've ever
Hall of
seen.
Famer.
Yeah, same here. In the playoffs, them and the Packers, I will agree 100%. Oh.
Greatest playoff game I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the best to never win a ring. Should have
Yeah.
won in 2008,
Yeah.
but we all know what happened there. Seattle Seahawks at 8-8. Legion of Boom is dead. Rest in peace. But they still have Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a nice consolation prize. San Francisco 49ers in second place at 10-6. I think they shocked the world a little bit.
The
But they don't
69.
however, they do not reach the playoffs.
No.
But who do?
And in first place in the AFC West and taking the second seed in the NFC is the Los Angeles Rams.
What?
Still weird to say.
I'm taking a picture of that. I'm taking a picture of that.
Number 2?
2 seed
No, in,
Oh,
in the playoffs.
shit.
In the playoffs.
in the playoff seed. I have the Packers at number 1. Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I like the Rams. I think they're going to be freaking good. They have
I think they're
Todd
going to go
Gurley.
all the way.
Who?
The Rams.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But I have them as the number 2 seed. At a record of 12-4.
That's kind of like what I. That's kind of like what I determined.
12-4.
Oh,
They got
speaking of
Todd-
number 2, his
Oh,
shirt.
fuck you, Romy.
Todd Gurley. They have an amazing offense. They got Todd Gurley. They got Jared Goff. They have Robert Woods. They have Cooper Kupp. They have amazing offensive line. On the defense, they have Aaron Donald. They have Ndamukong Suh. They have Alec Ogletree. I think he's still there. Or a couple. I forget who their linebackers are, but very good secondary. Marcus Peters, who they got from the Chiefs. Yeah, I got to go with the Rams. 12-4, second seed overall. That's my seeds. What are we doing next?
We're doing it over in our seats. Let's go over them real quick. Real quick, we're just going to go over playoffs real quick just because I know
Yeah.
it is
Rapid
going
fire,
on in
please.
the show.
I
know But we're just going to go through playoff seeds real quick.
Oh, I was going to say, I was just going to go over not my season. I'm just going to say who's number 1 in every division. Go really quick.
Okay, that's fine. You go ahead, Tubby Moore.
AFC East, New England Patriots. I'm sorry. AFC North, the Steel Dildos,
Stop saying still dildos.
Steel Rectums. AFC South, the Jaguars.
Jaguars.
AFC West, the Chargers, and I think they may make it to the conference championship.
Oh.
NFC East, the Eagles fly like an eagle and shit all over Lucas' face. I'm gonna fly.
You have more of a head to like shit on it because your fucking head is all fucking shiny. Shit says, "Oh, let's shit on the shiny thing."
No, continue, Lucas, and
that's why they still shit on you instead of me because I have hair and you don't, and they'll see the shiny thing and they'll want to shit on the shiny thing.
Lucas, your dick's so small you piss on your nuts. Okay.
That is definitely. I definitely do not.
No, definitely. No, that's not true. Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles. NFC North, Green Bay, I believe, will take second if they don't fuck up. But the Vikings might have it. See, Lucas, that is called objective.
Oh.
That's not having a bias.
Bias.
I don't have a bias. I go off based off the predictions, and I also base off of the sports writers too, because Peter King actually said.
Yeah, and the Oscars are not jaded.
Fuck the Oscars.
NFC South. Ow, 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 ow. I'm going to make a bold statement and say the Falcons.
Oh.
And the NFC West, and arguably the number one team, the Rams.
Rams.
Oh, no. What was it, Sam Elliott? Bill Ford Ram. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's who I think is going to win each division. Okay. Back to amateur hour, Lucas.
It's not fucking amateur hour. Oh my God.
This is why I'm here, folks. Okay.
So I'm going to go over my. Okay, since we're not going to have time to go over the playoff predictions, I'm just going to go over my seedings. We're just going to only have time for that in the week one predictions. Like, since it is going on 2 hours now, you feel that's appropriate? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's appropriate. Just doing a
Wait, actually, I got one. I got an idea. How about we do our Super Bowl prediction too?
Okay, that's fair enough. Super Bowl prediction and seedings, and then we'll go into week one. Fair enough. Because I don't want to go over the playoffs. It's going to take way too long.
All right, Porcupine.
Go over my seedings real quick. My NFC, 1 is Rams, 2 is Vikings, 3 is Eagles, 4 is Falcons, 5 is Saints, and 6 is the 49ers.
Bullshit!
69ers.
And then the AFC, 1 Pittsburgh, 2 Jacksonville, 3
of course Pittsburgh is number 1! You fucking goofy nickel pope!
You fucking
Shocker.
Stop it.
Shock.
So
system.
Then you have 4th. I have 4th place is the New England Patriots. 5th is Houston. 5th is Houston, and then 6th is Tennessee.
Oh.
Alex?
Oh. We're doing the seeds?
Yes.
Okay. AFC. Number 1, Jacksonville. Number 2, New England. Number 3, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 4, Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 5, Tennessee Titans. And number 6, the Miami Dolphins. As for the NFC, number 1, Green Bay Packers. Number 2.
Yeah, take a picture of that.
Yeah,
Number 2, the Los Angeles Rams. Number 3, Philadelphia Eagles. Number 4, New Orleans Saints. Number 5, Atlanta Falcons. And number 6, Minnesota Vikings.
All right, I'm pretty much the craziest person on this list to have this prediction. All right, AFC for the seedings. Number 1, the Patriots. Number 2, the Ravens. Number 3, the Chargers. Number 4, Pittsburgh. And number 5, Jacksonville, because we're going to see a rematch.
Wait, the problem is, though, Jacksonville's the division winner. Wouldn't they be a higher seed than Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh be a 5 seed?
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay.
So I didn't mean to correct you, no. I'm just trying
I'll switch it. You want me to switch it around?
No, keep going.
Just real quick, yeah. Just because it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to have the division winners at the top.
Pittsburgh at 5.
For once in my life, I have to agree with Lucas because of continuity. I can't believe I'm fucking saying that.
Holy shit.
Pittsburgh and Jacksonville.
I guess hell is frozen over.
Here. Okay, Jacksonville at 4, Pittsburgh at 5, and Houston.
Quiet.
He's talking to me. He's talking to me.
Keep going.
Now, since everyone went over their things,
Actually, I haven't
You
yet.
gotta go over the
Oh,
NFC,
fuck.
you fucking butt savage.
Pay attention.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm wasting time.
No worries, you're good, man. No, it's my fault. It's my fault.
New Orleans 1, Green Bay 2, Atlanta 3, Los Angeles 4, Vikings 5, and Philadelphia 6.
4?
Take a picture of that, Jerome.
Oh, I'm taking a picture of that. Look, I'm sorry.
This is a fun table of contents. Anyways, are we now all done? Our AFC and NFC standings?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Super Bowl time. Who's got the Super Bowl predictions? Since I went first for the predictions, let's go with Tubby for his Super Bowl prediction first.
For the AFC Championship, it's going to be the loss. What the fuck, Lucas? Look, okay, you look like you're trying to. Seriously, you look like you're trying to pull out a fucking encyclopedia out of your rectum. God damn, boy.
No, my hands are fully this, so how can I pull it out with my hands folded?
You need to chew your food. For the NFC, who I think is going to make it is the for the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're the team to beat. And for the AFC,
You would.
the Chargers.
A battle of Los Angeles.
Yep, I think both of them are going to make it.
Ooh.
The Super Chargers.
And the winner?
Rams.
Wow.
Ooh, nice. That's a good pick.
See, Lucas?
Bias.
Let's see what happens.
That's the B word. I don't mean your big ass.
Fuck off, you fat fuck. Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Oh, I'm taking 285 photos of that.
I'll go
Wait.
next.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
next, Mr. Do.
I'll go next. AFC champion will be the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Ooh.
Okay.
and the NFC champion will be the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
And the winner of Super Bowl 53 will be the Who Dat Nation. I got the
Interesting.
New Orleans Saints winning Super Bowl 53.
Sorry, Justin.
Okay, I got my version and the reality version.
Hey, Lucas, you start using that.
Oh, fuck you, Romy, fat fuck.
As you were, Lucas.
It will be a prediction I'm wanting to see out of two teams. My version, Baltimore and Green Bay. I won't say who the winner is, but that will be my prediction.
No, you can because I'm here.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, look.
I'm being humble pie.
Look.
Humble pie.
Humble. Yeah, you better make that pumpkin pie, God damn it.
I
Look.
love pumpkin pie.
Who's the winner?
My version,
The
Baltimore.
fans.
My version, Baltimore.
There, see, it wasn't so hard, was it? Jeez.
Yeah.
I go after people for their
I'm
opinion.
trying not to be the Steelers. You know, where I'm always buying and saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, they're too busy baking dildos for brazzers.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
For reality version, for the reality version, I say the Baltimore Ravens. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking
Oh my God.
kidding. For this one, it's my prediction that I've been wanting to see. You know, ever since last year. Jacksonville versus the. Oh wait, no. How about the Los Angeles Chargers versus, ready for this, the Vikings. Romy, don't choke, Romy, don't choke. That or the Rams. That or the Rams.
If I had a number 2 AFC seat, it would be the Jaguars.
I'm sticking with my own version and not
same.
If I had, besides the Chargers, who I think may win it, behind them, I think it could be the Jaguars. Okay. I want to do something really quick. I'm in a spelling bee. Your word is Vikings. Can you use that in a sentence? Yes. The Vikings have never won a Super Bowl. Zing! If you found fight, you get the fuck out of here. That's fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had Jacksonville and the Vikings. Both teams never to win a playoff game. However, Blake Bortles is still on the
Wait,
team.
never to win a playoff game?
A Super Bowl.
I was going to
Playing
say.
a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think they ever have. No.
Though you still have Blake Bortles.
Oh, yeah. That guy. Yeah. All right.
And who are you?
Yes, come on.
Drop the headphones.
Wait for it. Come on.
A second. I have 2 Super Bowl matchups.
2? Oh, so you are taking Luke Nukem's advice.
I have a realistic one and one I want to see.
Pittsburgh's going to be in both of them.
Rolly, shut the fuck up and let me focus, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, as you were.
In my Super Bowl, I want to see the Chargers versus the Saints. The team Breeze was originally on versus the team he's now on. Because Drew Brees was once a Charger, and it'd be the quest for Philip Rivers to win his first Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl I'd like to see.
Oh, so you're on my side to sort of speak with the Chargers.
For a certain extent, because I'd like to see if Philip Rivers finally get the Super Bowl. That would be nice.
Yeah.
If it's not the Steelers, I want to see the Chargers go to the Super Bowl. My realistic Super Bowl prediction: the all-Pennsylvania battle, Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. The all-Pennsylvania battle. Many analysts have the Steelers going to the Super Bowl, including
Analysts.
Peter King from Sports Illustrated, and many others have the Steelers as the front runner for the Super Bowl because a lot of these writers do not have the Patriots making it because no team has won 3 AFC championships in a row.
We do it to make Roman Reigns look strong.
But you fuck off. No, that's not true. They have not won. Tom Brady has not won 3 AFC championships in a row. He's not. He's always had the team beat him.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
2005 was the Broncos. 2015 is the Broncos.
Tom Brady's the John Cena and Ben Roethlisberger's the Roman Reigns.
That's definitely not true at all. No.
Joe Flacco was the Dolph Ziggler.
Here's what I think is going to happen in the all-Pennsylvania Super Bowl. Carson Wentz and the Eagles strike and tie the game at 24-24 all with the team left. And drives down the field and hits Juju Smith-Schuster for the game-winning touchdown, 31-24. Pittsburgh wins number 7.
When will he ever learn?
In the last second heartbreaker. Just because it's Philly, I want to see the last second heartbreak.
Hold on.
For a moment, I thought the one that is actually going to happen is,
no.
The unrealistic one.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. You smell that? I smell bullshit.
Where's that bullshit coming from?
I don't know. Someplace in Florida, but not from Alex's home.
Austin, was that? Oh, okay.
Is someone playing Conker's Bad Fur Day? No? Okay.
The great
But anyway, the AFC team that many experts had picked to beat the Patriots or be the other representative other than New England Patriots are the Steelers.
This is fucking deja vu.
Deja vu all
53%
over.
Steelers, 27% Jaguars, 26% Chargers.
33%. That's 1/4.
So yeah, pretty much it's either gonna be the Jaguars,
Negative 8%
or
Bengals.
Chargers.
They're gonna beat the Bengals 60-22.
No,
What?
0.1% Cleveland. Oh my
Wait.
fucking god! You know what? We're moving on. We pick one picks. League one picks. Let's go.
That's no way to treat Kirby.
Kirby is right over there, just chilling on my desk with Rosalina next to him.
You know what the Steelers and Kirby have in common? They both swallow.
Romy, I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, take a picture of that.
I swear to fucking God. All right.
Oh,
all right.
come on, Mr. Looky Poo.
All right, we gotta get this done. Week one predictions. We're gonna make them quick, okay?
Aw.
Start off with week one. Start off with Falcons and Eagles. Who you got and why?
I'm picking the Falcons because they're searching for revenge, and Matt Ryan is still back. You still got Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, and I see them winning the opener of this one. And Nick Foles is trying to, he's still got that potential, but I still see Matt Ryan taking over the Eagles on opening game. So give me the Falcons.
Let's be real. The Falcons should have won that playoff game in that game in the playoffs.
Yep.
And this team is better. While the Eagles are dealing with a ton of injuries, including Carson Wentz, which is why Nick Foles will start. Winning on the road on Thursday opener won't be easy, but I think Atlanta takes it. Give me the Falcons. Final score, 21-17.
Tubby?
Give me the Falcons by, I say 5 points.
Yeah.
With the Falcons not dealing as many injuries as the Eagles, I'm going to take the Falcons 27-20 over the Eagles in a last game.
Oh,
Next up is
for the
the
Sunday games.
That's right, Sunday games time. Sunday games start off with fuck it. Let's just get this out of the way. Steelers and Browns. Let's just get this out of the way.
Okay, you know what's funny? Hold on a second.
I'm kidding.
Some people are actually predicting the Browns to win.
Yeah,
I'm one of them.
me too.
Oh fuck you.
Baker Mayfield can make some
Whoa,
play.
whoa.
He has a clutch.
He's not even playing.
Okay, Tyrod.
Reason why I think Cleveland wins? Le'Veon Bell is nowhere to be found.
Uh-oh.
And Eli Rogers is injured.
Uh-huh. And plus they improved this offseason. I think this will be a tough start. But I think it's a close game, very, very close. Cleveland wins their first game in over 2 years. Over a year and a half.
Oh, my goodness.
23-20.
I'd say the Browns win one game against the Steelers, and they won't win the other one in the fall or like later half in the fall. So I'd say they win this one.
Interesting.
Against the Steelers.
I agree.
Steelers are favored by 6. Give me the Steelers by a touchdown. I'm going to go the opposite.
Thank you, Jerome.
I'm gonna
But
go the
anyway, I think this game's going to be close. I think this game will be pretty close. I think this game will be tied until the fourth quarter, but I think a late Steelers touchdown and field goal will seal it.
They're going to win it all the time.
24-14, Steelers get the win, but it'll be very close. I think it's going to be a very close game.
All right, close. That's a 10-point.
Only 7-7 going to halftime. I think it's only going to be a 7-7 game going to halftime. Next up, let's just go right into the next one. Tennessee Titans versus Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, here we go.
All right.
Go ahead, guys.
I know many people will be on this game, including you.
I will not, actually.
What?
Nope, I have to work.
Oh,
I have
fuck.
to work. Plus, it's a holiday, so I get more money.
Oh,
It's Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, so I'll just go this game real quick. Tennessee Titans are coming off a pretty good year. Miami Dolphins are still rebuilding. Last time the Tennessee Titans played Miami Dolphins, I was at the game last time when Matt Castle played.
Yep.
This time, however, is a lot different. They got you got Marcus Mariota and Derrick Henry getting ready to throw on a good start. I think this is going to be a very close game, but I'm going to say probably final score 26-23 Tennessee Titans in overtime.
Holy shit. Okay, listen to this. SportingNews.com predicted the Titans are going to win. Now, the spread is only 1 point. This is what their prediction is. Titans win 42-17.
No, that's definitely not going to happen.
Shit.
Unlikely.
No.
What do you say,
give me
Ron?
You know what? Give me the Dolphins by a field goal.
All right.
Massaging the mushroom tip.
This is either going to be a fins up or a fins down for me. For me, I would have to make a bold statement and say fins up.
Oh, it's erected.
Fins standing mighty and strong. Give me this.
All right.
Give me the Dolphins over the Titans.
Yep.
All right. So the Titans have a new offense under their new offensive coordinator, but Marcus Mariota did not look very comfortable in it during the preseason. The Dolphins will be better on defense this season, and Ryan Tannehill is back at quarterback, which is a huge upgrade from Jay Cutler. So give me the Dolphins in a little bit of an upset because everyone's saying Dolphins don't have it. I think we have it. 27-20. Ends up.
Interesting.
All right. Interesting.
Next up is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. It's an interesting one.
The kitty cats and the ponies.
Yep, the kitty cats and the ponies.
Oh, the pretty kitty.
The pussies.
Remember the joke I said last year?
Yeah.
What was that?
The joke I said last year to Luke. I was like, I think because remember how Lucas, he doesn't like the Bengals, right?
Oh,
I was like, I figure out why Lucas hates the Bengals. Why does Lucas hate the Bengals so much? Well, because because Bengals are cats, like Lucas, he hates pussy.
Accurate as fuck.
Not really. No. He likes pussy. Cats. Go ahead, guys, as you were.
Okay, so Andrew.
Hold up a second. Look at Bob. Look at me. Look at me. Romy boy is just messing with you, long Yogi Bull.
I know.
Okay, as you were.
Anyway, who wants to go first?
All right, what the hell?
Who will start?
I'll go.
Okay.
Let's see, Bengals and Colts. All right, Andrew Luck is back for the Colts, which is a good thing, but he doesn't have a lot of skilled players around him. The Bengals.
T.Y. Hilton.
Huh?
He does have T.Y. Hilton.
He does, yes. Aside from him,
What else has he got?
not much, but I think he'll find a way to get the victory. I think the Colts pull off a little bit of an upset. Give me the Colts to win 28-24.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to concur. I say the Colts win against the Bengals 29-17.
29.
29-17?
Like it.
Give me the Colts by a field goal.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
This is going to be a close game. I realistically think this could go either way. This is definitely one of the opening games. The big problem I do have, though, is I think that A.J. Green and Danny Dalton will get some big yards in this game. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to take this a 19-16 kind of game.
Oh, he actually went for his rival.
I just realistically think that this is the better matchup for Cincinnati. I think they have the better matchup. That's just me, though.
And for me,
Okay.
I changed it from 29.
Did you pick for this one, too?
Yeah, I'm
Colts.
just switching it around. Instead it's 29-24. Make it a little bit even.
Interesting.
Because both defenses
Okay.
are struggling.
All right, next up is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings. At Minnesota.
Give me the sperm helmet wearing Vikings.
Sperm.
I got the Vikings as well. Without Gerard McKinnon, it's going to be tough for the 49ers to really recover. I think this will be close, but I think the Vikings are going to take over late. 28-14.
Yeah, the purple wearing fuckers, aka the grimace assholes.
All right. With Jimmy Garoppolo at hand and Kirk Cousins on the Minnesota Vikings, I'd say this will be a pretty tough matchup. 31-28 Vikings.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so the 49ers have a lot of expectations this year, but this is a tough way to open the season. Jimmy G is facing one of the best defenses in the league without his starting running back. So they have to use who, Lucas?
Alfred Morris for you.
For you. Give a hoot, don't pollute. The 49ers will be improved on defense. So I think this will be a kind of a low-scoring game as they limit Kirk Cousins. I think the Vikings will win, though, 21-13.
You know what? You're right. I'll be honest. That's 31-28 is way too epic. I gotta say, 2016.
Wait, what?
Ow! What the hell? Looky boo?
What? I already paid my pick. It was the Vikings.
Oh, never mind.
So it's your turn, Jerome, and then Luke Newton.
No,
I already said.
We already said Vikings. Next game. Next game on the list we have.
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear
sir.
you. You said Vikings, right, Luke?
Yeah, Vikings 2016. I changed the score.
Okay, cool.
Okay, next game on the list we have.
You got to bring it in.
My catchphrase. Next game on the list is the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots at Foxborough.
Next game on the list we have.
Ooh.
Next game on the list we have.
The password.
Anyway, who you guys got and why?
I got the Patriots, sadly enough.
Yeah, fucker.
Deshaun Watson, he's very good, and he has a great chemistry with Andre Hopkins. Patriots will still find a way to get the win. Last game was 38-34. Am I correct? Or was that against the Seahawks?
Yes, it was 38-34. Patriots won the last second.
Okay. Then give me Patriots 34 and the Texans 30.
That's the same score I was about to give the game. Patriots 34, Texans 30.
Ooh. Well, let's see. The Texans have Deshaun Watson back at quarterback, which is a big thing. But the offensive line has some issues, and that's never a good thing against the Patriots and their defense. Tom Brady has a limited number of weapons, but I think he still has enough to get the job done. Patriots win 31-21.
Nice.
Patriots, as much as we don't like them, I can't help to say they're going to pull this off.
Gosh darn it.
I can't stand it.
Damn it.
Next up on the list is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. My biggest blowout of the week.
What?
This game is going to be such a blowout.
No
Ryan
way.
Fitzpatrick's playing the Saints. Big prediction here. Saints 49, Buccaneers 14. There you go.
What?
Yep. This game's going to be a blowout. The Saints are going to destroy them. Just like the Buccaneers are going to be like this.
Okay. I'll be honest with this one prediction because I am objective. And I'm not the facts guy. I don't look at articles.
I'm the
I'm
facts guy.
the facts guy. I was the smartest person in my high school.
Facts guy.
I would say be honest. New Orleans 27, Tampa Bay 17.
That sounds fair.
Okay. The Bucs are an improved team, but they will be without Jameis Winston for the first 3 games because he's an idiot with an Uber driver.
Wants to grow up Uber drivers.
They're not going to eat a W this week.
That's a W.
Let's eat one.
No.
Not going so. even so, Ryan Fitzpatrick can do a nice job in relief for a short time, which is why I think they keep this one pretty close. The Saints are the better team, and they pull it out, but it's tighter than you guys think. I'm going to say 26-23. Who dat? New Orleans Saints.
Tubby? What do you got?
Luke Nukem said it best. The Saints are going to annihilate them, but not as much as, you know, the Steelers are going to beat the Cleveland Browns 49-2.
That's not even close to what I said.
49-2?
I said 24-14.
Close enough.
Oh, my God.
Anyways,
Jerome, what do you – you're a major prediction?
New Orleans Saints.
Okay. Next up is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New Orleans Saints. I mean, there was the Giants. God damn, it was stupid.
Good job.
The Giants. Jacksonville versus the Giants. What do you got and why?
All right, for me, Eli Manning may have that star power, and they do have Saquon Barkley. But even if they do have Blake Bum Bortles, I would still have to say that Jacksonville, with its amazing defense, can still get the job done. 20-17, Jacksonville.
Kind of close.
Oh.
Ooh.
Jerome?
My name is Joe. My name is Joe. The Giants are going to win. I believe it, Eli.
Eli doesn't believe in you, though, Joe.
Give me Jacksonville by a field goal.
Ooh.
Alex?
Okay, so Giants feel like their new offense, especially with the return of Odell Beckham Jr. and the addition of Saquon Barkley, will be much better. It will, but not against Jacksonville. The Jaguars defense has a chance to be something special, exactly like they were last year, and that will be no surprise here. Jacksonville takes it 23-10.
I'm going to probably have to agree with you, Alex. It's a little bit closer to your score, but it's still true. 28-13.
It's not close at all.
Jaguars. My second biggest blowout of the week is up next. Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
This is my biggest blowout of the week.
I got the Ravens 35, Bills 17.
31-17.
Guess what? My prediction's more devastating than his. 38-10.
Ooh, damn.
It's that good. Like, they look good on offense, especially with, you know, the offense that they showed in the preseason with Flacco, Crabtree, Brown, and Snead.
I forgot about Snead.
Yeah. As an overrated wrestler would say it, believe in that.
That motherfucker should never have a mic, goddammit.
Never have a career. He should be in the unemployment line with Vince Russo.
I wonder why they reunited his Shield. Oh, so he can try not to get him booed and get him over like they always try to, and it fails.
Miserable.
No. If it was the Steelers against this team, it'll be 87-12.
I've never picked that score that bad.
Baltimore 35-17.
No team has scored more than 70 points in a game. You realize that, right?
Wait, how's that possible? I can't count higher than 42.
I can definitely count higher than 42 as well.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Steelers can't count higher than 6.
Okay, next game on the list is going to be... Oh, fucking Christ, I said it. Kansas City Chiefs versus Los Angeles Chargers.
Superchargers
will
I got the
super win.
Chargers. You saw my guarantee to lose video. You're going to know what I'm going to be thinking here. Los Angeles Chargers, I just think at home are going to be a little bit better than the Chiefs, especially since the Chiefs have to take a long trip on the road. Give me the Chargers. I'm going to probably say 31-20.
Okay. This is Patrick Mahomes' team.
Super Chargers are going to super win. 28-23.
This is Patrick Mahomes' team now, the Chiefs. But it's a tough road start against a damn good pass rushing team in the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers will get after Mahomes. Force not one, not two, but I'm going to say 3 takeaways. And Phillip Rivers will turn them into points. Chargers take it. The Chiefs' defense issues will show. 30-20, Los Angeles Chargers.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Can't go on that. Drum?
Come here, there.
Chargers.
Superchargers.
Nice.
Give me the Superchargers by field goal.
That was actually pretty good.
Yes, no,
So
maybe.
you say, Jerome? By field goal?
Yep.
Okay. That's actually pretty good.
That was epic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Coming up next is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Denver Broncos. All right.
Oh, yes, a rematch of Super Bowl
48? No,
48.
rematch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Quote. Yeah.
If that team, oh, God. Seahawks face a big challenge to open at a tough venue against a damn good defense. Case Keenum is starting for the Denver Broncos. Case
Keenum.
Oh. I think he'll have a good day against the Seattle Seahawks defense that is far from what it used to be. I think the Broncos win it 27-20.
I could definitely see that, but I think the Seahawks are going to compete competitive, but I think the Denver Broncos will get a late field goal to win it, just like they opened up last year against the Chargers on a late field goal. So give me the Denver Broncos to win 24-21.
In overtime.
All right. It's going to be regular. Just finish. It's going to be a coin. For me, it's going to be a coin flip. You know, or coin toss. As a matter of fact, I'll get like an actual coin. Okay, cool. Broncos, 24-23. Nice. All right, Tubby.
The Broncos. 5 points.
Okay, cool. Next up is the
Washington Redskins. Oh, sorry.
Washington Redskins versus the Arizona Cardinals, baby.
Sorry.
Oh my God! Speaking of coin toss, what the fuck, man?
I really don't care.
I don't give
don't
two
either.
flying fucks.
I really don't care about this game. This is going to be the most boring game of the week, probably.
Yeah, it will be.
Alex Smith.
Cowboys.
Huh?
Everyone's just going to be busy watching the Cowboys.
Yeah, because it's America's game of the week.
Yep.
Go out of here. Yeah, Alex Smith in his debut with the Redskins. Sam Bradford in his debut as the Cardinals. I'm going to say the Cardinals, baby, win it 24-20.
I got the Redskins, actually. I just think the Redskins have a slightly better offense than the Red Cardinals do. It's going to be a nail-biter. I'm going to say 16-13. Yeah, nail-biter is an overstatement with this game. It's most likely going to be a filler game at best. You know, just something to watch as background.
You're in the West Coast, Romeo.
Background noise.
Locally. Yeah.
Background noise.
Yeah.
What background noise?
No, this game is background noise.
Oh, sorry.
So I would have to say, you know, one of these teams is going to lose. No way.
What?
And that team that is going to lose is the Cardinals. Yeah. There you go. Redskins. 23-17. Oh, Tubby? Tubbs McGee.
Here we go.
Oh, God, he's got a quarter. He's got a quarter.
Let on ahead. So Cardinals. All right. As you were.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised. All right. Now we get to America's Game of the Week, the Cowboys and the Panthers.
Stupid. Freaking. Oh, my God. What? Why is this the Game of the Week?
Politics.
You know, I'll tell you why. Because Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are up Jerry Jones' asshole.
Yeah. A guy who says, Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Down at the 25.
Jerome Boger, man. You can't go on.
That is absolutely disgusting act by Randy Moss. That was hilarious.
That was on our television screens.
That was hilarious when he said that. Both teams have offensive line. Well, what? No, they don't.
They have a quarterback.
Yeah.
A running back.
Yeah.
They have wide receivers.
Is this in?
It's in Carolina.
It is in Carolina. Okay, so I'm going to go with the home team, Panthers 21-14. Simple as that.
I concur. 24-21 Carolina Panthers.
Panthers 27, Cowboys 20. Rum? Drum?
Yes.
Who you got for this game?
I'm sorry. I had an Austin moment.
Yo! Carolina Panthers versus the Dallas Cowboys at Carolina. Who do you got?
Can you repeat that again? I'm just fucking with you, Lucas. I know. Give me Carolina. Give me Carolina by field goal.
Field goal.
Fuck.
That's your catchphrase.
Sorry, I got pissed at that. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. It's going to max your towel.
No, it's not. Next up, we got the Sunday Night Football.
NBC. Check the
local listings. It's the Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. Your team, Romy. You're going first. Who you got and why?
Go, Pack, go. By a field goal.
Frozen tundra. 6 points.
Okay. Fair enough.
Not by a field goal.
By a field goal.
By a field goal.
Alex?
Okay. Aaron Rodgers, this is his return to the Packers lineup after missing much of last year with a shoulder injury. Rodgers owns the Bears.
Shoulders.
I have shoulders.
Yeah, he's got shoulders. Aaron Rodgers owns the Chicago Bears. Going 15-4 against them. 42 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in his entire career. Even with Khalil Mack on their defense, I still think the Packers go on their way to victory, 33-20.
Sunday Night Football, one of the greatest, times to watch football, especially when you see Carrie Underwood's fine self.
Oh, Sunday night.
I liked it better when they were doing the whole, song for Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Oh yeah,
man.
Carrie myself for loving you.
Man, Carrie Underwood makes me go Underwood to Overwood.
Good Lord.
And we see the dynamic duo between Al Michaels and
Mr. Boring, Mr. Personality himself.
Roman Reigns on commentary.
Now here's a guy.
Well, that likes to be a guy.
He knows a guy.
That knows how to be a guy.
This fucking guy.
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
Would you be quiet, Lucas?
You got a guy on the other side of them. What are you doing here?
Oh my God! You be quiet And you be quiet. Okay, as you were. Al.
What about me?
You were talking.
Oh, who's? I already said it. I already said my predictions.
I muted myself. Sorry, I muted myself.
Romy, I
Oh
swear
my
to
God,
fuck.
help me.
You're stupid.
All right, Packers. Packers get the win.
Good.
My prediction is I'm going to say the Packers get a late field goal to win this game.
Oh, you pulled a
27.
Strange magic.
Magic.
I fucking hate that movie.
I love it.
Now we get to Monday Night Football. Jeez. Start off with the
Oh,
Jets and the Lions.
football. A Monday Night
Who you got
Football.
and why? Jets and Lions. A Monday Night Party.
Yeah. All right, my pick for this one, Jets Lions. This is a tough way for Sam Darnold to start his career on the road on a Monday night. Lions will take advantage of a rookie on the road in his first start. Matthew Stafford will pick apart the Jets' defense that lacks a pass rush. I'm going to go with the Lions, 27-10.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm gonna have to go with the Cowardly Lions to go against the butt fumble organization and beat them 27-14.
I got the Lions too. The Lions, I think, will keep this. I think they'll keep it closer a little bit, but I think the Lions will eventually pull away. 31-17. Hey, you are a fucking cowardly lion.
Well, I'd rather be a cowardly lion than a scarecrow with no fucking brains.
How am I scared?
Dang, bitch! Dang, bitch!
I have a degree, motherfucker.
D-I-R-G-R-E-Y.
No, it's not even close to how you spell it. That's why you're a fucking That's why you're a dumb.
And Cordial was his name. Oh.
It's D-E.
Oh, I'm taking 297 photos of that guy. If that show up full screen, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, that picture was great with Luke. Oh, my God.
I'm making that as my fucking desktop cover.
Just imagine, like, the grandpa from the visit being one of the coaches. He's like, he scored a game-winning touchdown.
Holy
I had to. I'm sorry.
God.
Oh my God.
I'm so lost right now.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I'm so lost right now.
I'm going to pass out.
Oh my God. Holy shit. That was amazing. Jerome, please fucking do the times. Oh my God. Oh.
Why are people?
Dude, it's time that I'm going to take a picture and frame it on my fucking wall. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
That's almost as good as mine. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All
Yeah,
right.
no more. I'm gonna fucking pass out. I really am.
Happy Wednesday, guys.
That fucking face. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
I'm so lost right now.
That was great.
Raiders and Rams.
I'm fucking crying. I'm fucking snorting too.
Oh my God, Tommy. What the hell is happening?
Breathe. Oh fuck. I can't breathe.
Oh God. Romy shit himself.
Rams and Raiders.
No, I already did that earlier. That's why I had to take a bathroom break.
The Packers, No, Jerome, you got Lions or
Did you hear me go? I was doing the cowardly lion. You fucking dumb shit.
Oh my god! All right, last game of the night. We're all tired. Last game of the night. Rams Lions. Who you got and why?
Rams, Raiders. Rams all the way.
I'll agree 100%. Rams 35. Raiders 20.
Rams. I'm going to say Rams 24-23.
Jerome.
Your fucking head looks like a pickle.
John?
Pickle. Come on, Rams. You kidding me?
Easy.
That's going to do it, everybody.
Wow.
Thank you all for being here. This was a long video, but you know what? It was all worth it. It was a great time.
Long.
Had fun. We all did great predictions. So it was a good old rant fashion time. I am going to be getting some sleep soon because I got to get to work tomorrow.
I don't. I'm off for the next 2 days. Yay.
I got to thank you all for joining us tonight. And final words for everybody.
I got to pee. I got to pee.
While Jerome is taking pictures, grandpa face that I just did.
That face is great.
I'm gonna be
That was amazing.
so Flacco make the comeback of the year. Go Ravens! I believe in you, Flacco. You can do this.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, fins up. Win, lose, or tie. Dolphins till I die. Yeah. And
we'll be back next week for week 2.
what time?
Gotta figure that one out. We still gotta figure that one out, but make sure I notify you guys.
Brother? He's dead.
He's
dead.
still thinking
He's
about
still
it.
thinking about it.
I cannot wait till you find that picture. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, I gotta have that as a screensaver. I swear to God, I got to.
That's better than mine.
After we're done.
Yeah, send it to us.
I'll
Yeah,
send it to you. Oh my god, I might have to replace one of my Scarface posters. Thank you so much for tuning in to Painted Game Pickems. I lost it. I'm sorry.
This is amazing.
Fucking look, I swear to God. I hate love the motherfucking guy. Until next week, stay tuned. And once again, motherfuck the Vikings. You goddamn purple nurple Sasquatch butt savages. Now, if you excuse me, I don't even know if I can watch porn because I'm out of it. So you know what I'm gonna do?
Shocker.
I'm gonna take it down one notch, and I hope Cinemax is free because I'm gonna watch Erotic Confessions. Good day.
See you guys all later. Have a good night.